magic is imagination. We are moving into an age of manifestation. Things become actually less material, more ethereal. The golden dawn is when we awaken to this new station of life. What you think becomes real quicker. Regain our imagination, regain our inner child, and let that inner child out.
My name is Frank Castle, founding member of the music group Ice Click and New York City Neo Shaman. After a serious injury sidelined my career in 2013, I decided to set out on an adventure to search for myself with the help of the plant medicine Ayahuasca. What I discovered waiting for me was something I could have never prepared for. It was time for me to become something more, someone more. It was time I became fearless. In the darkness of night, gonna let my light shine as my heart beats a rhythm with space and time. When the light starts to shine inside your third eye, you awake to the knowledge that you never die. I'm becoming fearless.
Are taking this law, yeah, we tripping straight fives, so there's no chance at all. Yes, y'all cut through the layers with a hacksaw. Deceptions and manipulations, that's your fatal flaw. Just a matter of time because I know we're the all. These doses upgrades as we here standing tall. The family will catch me if I should never fall. Cause we're in it till we win it, that means the long haul. Worldwide like hypertext, triple protocol. Steady here, in and out, nobody anymore. I'm meant to put your forward in the way we let it fall. Consciousness in the balance, so it's more than just a brawl. Keep it all going, this is no curtain call. You losing all your power means you can't enthrall. Find the right portal, time slows to a crawl. As creative easy rise up and crush like a ball. Find the universe, as live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo, find the universe, as live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo, find the universe, as live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo, find the universe, as live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo, travel at magnificent speeds around the universe. Travel at magnificent speeds around the universe.
You have the right to engage, here's some tools of the trade. Source, meditation, hip-hop, and sage. You have the right to resist fake gods and tricks. Designed to divide, they live in between the lines. Enjoy the ride, eyes open this time. This world's alive, within worlds collide. Incoming transmission, activate the tribe. As your ego dies, now sending you positive vibes. Put up a fight, I purge, I cry. For the first time tonight, it just feels right. Create as we rise, we anchor the light. Inside of a heist that's set inside of a heist. It's a tribe we rise, sun rays to sunrise. I am, we are the spark of life. Surprise, turns out it's been us the whole time. To see the all in you because it's all inside.
As live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo, find the universe, as live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo, find the universe, as live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo, find the universe, as live as it gets. Yeah, we focus and we feel, and this is the mindset. And that's the one, hit the whole team, and now you can bet. We recognize our true power, not your marionettes. Yo.
redefine the universe. I'm as live as it gets.
What is up, everyone? It's your main man, Frank Castle, your Sorcerer Supreme, right here each and every Saturday night on Fearless. And I am joined by my ethereal translator and co-host and love of my life, Paula Milo.
Hey, everyone.
Happy almost Halloween.
Almost Halloween.
What is up, everyone? I'm a little messy tonight. Don't mind me. I was going to go full hoodie extreme. And be like, yo, what's up? There's a different kind of show tonight. Yeah. But I opted out.
Okay.
Paul and I have been discussing nonstop. Shout outs to Baz is in the house. We've been just having like these wild discussions of how we've been feeling and what's been going on around us. And I think right before the show, we agreed that there was like an empty, hollow feeling in the emotional output of this.
Yeah, with everything. It's like we got through Mercury retrograde, I guess, but other planets are retrograding. So it's like there was no break the entire month of. Hello, Nick. Oh, thank you for the cat toy and the unicorn, the sea monster. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Thank you for that. Oh, and I want to say thank you to Patty O because she sent us this beautiful print of a black cat, but it's this beautiful, majestic print, and it looks like my baby bear, but magical. And I want to say thank you, Patty. You always think of us. Thank you. That's very sweet.
Love you so much.
I have to get a frame for it, and then we can put it up because I don't want it to get ruined. But oh, and Mel, I love the cat. You have like a cat tree. I love it. And your cats look so happy. Oh, happy and cats. Matt, there's so many people. Matt McDonald. I'm glad your cat is feeling better. No Amazon boxes for anyone because they spray them. I guess with poison to keep the rodents away or pests away. So Matt, I'm glad your cat is feeling better.
No more costumes, Della. We've been wearing masks for how many fucking lifetimes?
My goodness.
That I got to start dressing like someone else. How about I go as the light being this year and just be completely fucking satisfied that I am the fucking Mac Daddy when I show up? What's up, everyone? I come dressed as myself because I've been dressed as something else the entire fucking time. And now it's finally revealing that it's me. So you get me finally. Just saying.
Baz, I'm sorry about your cat passing. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. That's terrible.
Yeah, Baz, we've lost quite a few ourselves, and our hearts go out.
But I'm glad everyone is here with us tonight, and we're just gonna, I guess, freestyle this one. The energies have been weird. I had an experience yesterday. I think my throat chakra must have been closed or definitely not flowing correctly. And then yesterday something happened and I said, Frank, I opened my mouth. I said, Frank, look down my throat. Do you see Shiva, baby Shiva? Because something was happening in the throat area. But I definitely think that, I mean, there were a lot of downloads. People are getting upgraded all the time. I mean, this is, yeah, Lexi, we feel the same way. It's like we're done. You know, Frank and I had to clean this house again yesterday. Like we have never cleaned a house before. I mean, it is just, I am done. I'm done with all this 3D bullshit. I really am. It's like, I have to feed myself again. I just ate. Like I actually have to stop what I'm doing.
Again in the bathroom.
Yeah. And make food and feed myself and then continue doing the menial tasks that I'm doing. So it's funny because like Frank is talking about costumes and, you know, like everyone's joking, you know, and I'm like, I'm just going as what I always go. Like the little old woman who lives in a fucking shoe. This is who I am. This is it for right now. And it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Is it though?
The bedroom has not looked this good since before the summer. So
Yeah.
yes,
Everything's
all
been
good.
taken apart, putting back together again.
It's like
100%.
it's like life-size Tetris. It really is. If Frank and I had to enter some reality show where we had to work together as a team to either cook or clean, like
Fucking stack boxes,
or pack
boxes,
and
stack
unpack,
boxes.
I think we would have a
prices.
very good or give directions over a telephone. Like when we were navigating your brother over the phone, like to get the stuff for the dog when your mom.
Oh yeah,
came
as
out
long
of the
as
hospital.
they're not driving. If it's like in the house, like
Yeah.
you got to call them and tell them how to get to whatever it is you need to
please.
grab
It's like
in
the
the
third
garage.
shelf in the bathroom behind. Yeah,
It's not there. Okay, go left. Take 2 steps. Put your hand straight up in the air. You got it.
Frank.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I picked up a black hat. Oh, I really do think I think I received a lot of downloads, and I think there was something definitely happening with my throat chakra. I was like, Frank, touch it. And he was like, oh, I don't want to touch
Her
it.
throat was doing this thing where it was like you could stick your finger in here and then feel it popping off, like doing its thing.
It was like the 4th of July in my throat. It was the strangest.
That's crazy, right?
It was the strangest thing. And he was like, I'm not looking down your throat. I was like, why? Just check.
Just look in there and look. But when I felt the jump every time I touched, it was like intense. Like I've never felt that. It felt like someone was pulling a rubber band back and then flicking it at me.
Stringing a harp.
Mm-hmm.
Or a guitar, strumming a guitar. It was the strangest thing. It was the
release.
Yeah, definitely a vocal cord thing, but I'm telling you, and I have been faced with a few personal challenges this month that October cannot leave fast enough. October was the month for Frank of like confusion and disarray.
Excuse me. Ooh, sorry about that.
So we are, yeah. Nathan, I think that's exactly what it was. And it's funny because I was talking to Frank about I was actually talking about the lymphatic system, because that's why I do the foot soaks, because I know that's how you get things moving. But thank you for saying that, because I knew it had to be something. It was like I was filling up. It felt like I was filling up with like, I don't know what it was. And then it was like filling up and then being forced out. It was like little balloons of air in and out all day. And it was very strange. So thank you for that, Nathan, because that makes a lot, that completely makes sense to me. Thank you. Yeah, it was the strangest thing. It was like things were like, well,
energetic and physically
very strange, but it was exactly like it was just that the way he described it.
Absolutely. And we're evolving. We keep forgetting that the evolution is carbon based into the next crystalline light being phase. I mean, your body's physically going to shift.
Yeah, even
so
though
your cells, the way they showed it to me, like you'll see your cells and they're all lined up, right? They're getting ready to do their thing and they're kind of vibrating. Mm-hmm. And they're like, when you shift to the crystalline structure, so this is you in carbon, and it looked like a little dome, looked like a little flat earth jammy, right? And there was just everywhere. And then they were shaking. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I guess they're going to work. I guess they got things to do. And then boom, they all flipped. When they flipped, we were something new. It was like they weren't just vibrating, they were like transforming, like the way when a snake or a spider, they shake and then they shed their skin.
Oh yeah, totally.
It didn't look like a shedding, it looked like a flip, and then we were just it. And they're like, yeah, you're not going to go through like a halfway phase where you're kind of like that's not going to happen. No. You're going to activate. So your evolution is sped up. It's like, you're driving it. So your physical container needs all the shadow work done and all the work done spiritually and physically to get you to the level where then start vibrating, and then that shift can occur on top of it. It's like all your levels that were all over the place, right? You're a little crazy with this, you're a little too safe with that, and I'm passionate about this triggers me, I don't understand why and what's happening, and all these things are all over the place, and then they go and it shifts out.
Well,
and you're activated in.
I think that's what happened to me, and I think it happened specifically over the last few days.
Yeah, well,
that's exactly what happened. Now, this happened to me. I mean, this happens to me. This happens to us all the time. Every couple of months, there's a jump. But I remember the last time it felt like this. The last time this felt so. I mean, this just took me because I still had to finish cleaning and doing what we were doing. It took like all day to get everything done while this thing was happening. And the last time it felt that strange was when I felt my head crack open. When you had that experience, you came running in, and it was like, I felt like
I heard it.
Yeah.
I went.
It was like
I thought your head was gonna open like a coconut.
Yeah, coconut hit it like when you hit a coconut like to try to open it, it cracked, and I thought
the light came out of her like.
Yeah,
I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
It was like coming out of a walnut shell. Like
When I smoked DMT the first time, right? The crack happened on the first time, so it was in my head, and I thought Chris killed me.
Right.
I said I was on the other side, and I'm like, "Well, I guess I'm dead." That's I was standing in the fucking light, and I heard a crack, and fucking light came in from everywhere, and I was like.
Slammed against something, but
oh my,
but it wasn't you.
I said I'm gonna have if I'm not dead.
You're gonna have an aneurysm. That's what I thought.
I thought it was. I could feel chunks of stuff moving and floating, and I said, "Oh, I had an aneurysm. I smoked this thing, and then it killed me." No, and if I'm not dead, because I could hear myself, so I'm like, well, it's obvious there's life after death because I'm still standing here. What the fuck, right? And then it just was like. And then back in your body, check it out, right? And then you go, holy shit, what is this? And they're like, oh, you've never used your senses before. So just relax a second.
Just go with it. Just let it happen. Yeah.
Breathe. And I'm like, breathe. I'm afraid it's going to push shit through my brain right now. And they're like, there's nothing
that's what it felt like
in your bloodstream that's going to kill you.
And it's
just
funny
breathe.
Because when I woke up in the morning, we had gone to see the day before we were with Frank's family, with his dad and his brother and his sister-in-law and the kids. And I woke up and my throat was so sore. It was like, oh my God, I got sick from somebody. Frank, we're going to have to MMS for 3 days now because we were around people. And we had gotten really, really sick. Like his dad got Chinese food for everyone. And Frank and I don't eat really takeout anymore, and we both got so sick. And then I was oh my God, we were like, he
did the nicest thing in the world.
He did
everyone to have everybody
thing.
around.
I mean, he really did. And then I was like, Pop, just call me next time.
I literally said,
and bring it up.
There's no way that. First of all, I saw the prices, and I was like, this doesn't. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, no, it's not.
This doesn't price like Chinese food.
No.
First of all, right? We're surrounded by Chinese food. We got some good Chinese food around here.
Yeah. Well,
and even here, we get sick sometimes, and we feel the MMS when they go, we don't use that shit, and it's in it, and you're like, you're lying. The price you pay, and there's no delivery up there, so you go pick it up. And then the small container, and I smelt it as it came in the house. I was like, "Oh, I'm so hungry."
I did too. I didn't want to say anything. I know. It's just us. We can't eat stuff like that anymore.
Wait. This is gonna go deeper because I'll go back one click in a moment. My father made a cheese dish. Listen to me. This is how bad my senses are going off.
He put out. It was very nice. He made a beautiful spread.
First of all, his apartment is fucking amazing.
His apartment is
never seen anyone shit like that.
It's like an older.
You could have started filming a fucking movie in there.
Singles pet. It's
an 80-inch TV on the screen. Then you go in his bedroom and he's got an 85-inch.
Yeah.
He's like,
and he wanted to introduce us to the new girlfriend, and of course she's just as lovely as we thought she was going to be.
She's not personality wise, what I thought it all, and I dig that. I've
Yeah.
been bugging out about it, but
Yeah.
I like it. It's strong, you could
Yeah.
tell.
So it's just a very sweet day. But
Wait, so
that was the big
I was eating chips, and I was like, "This sauce is good," and it was the fucking
duck sauce. Oh, that
No,
hot
I was
mustard. Yeah.
No, I was
Well-
eating. I went into his fridge, and he says, "Do you like dip?" And I saw dip in there.
Okay.
So I said,
yeah.
"Oh, I love this," and he pulled it out. It was avocado something,
Yeah.
jalapeno.
It wasn't bad. Yeah.
No, it was really good. So I was eating that, and then
Oh, he put a cheese
I was
plate
sitting
there.
under the fan, and he
Put a
put a
cheese
giant
plate there.
cheese plate out in front of me. I'm not a fan of all different cheeses, all this other shit. My senses go too berserk, right? So I'm sitting there, and the fan is on, so I go sit on the other side next to Paula, and I swear to God, someone shit right in between us, and it was the worst thing I've ever. I got up and was like, I started smelling Paula, right? And I'm like, guys, this is some serious stuff, man, because I was so offended that I checked the pillow behind her, and I'm like, so I checked me, and I'm like, no way. I just got up. I'm like, wait, hold on. We would absolutely smell this. So then I thought maybe they had sex on the couch and did something. It was just nasty old people sex. Then I'm like, wait a second.
So then
I said, yo,
Paula, excuse me, everybody.
I said, excuse me, everyone. Pardon me, but Paula.
Do you think you can come outside with me for a minute? So now I'm like, okay.
I'm like, I'm going to need you to take a walk with me to the car. There's something that I need to tell you. Just dead serious. Got up. I was fucking disgusted, but I couldn't find the smell. Like, it was there, obviously. I didn't put two and two together. Right. So we went out. We were checking ourselves. She's like, this is fucking impossible. So then the kids come over. So we're like, oh, they're going to go sit. And I'm like, fuck them. Let them find it. Right. So then we go back. It's a joke, but I ran back inside with Paula. And then I'm looking and there's nothing. I'm like, hey, Grayson, do you smell that? And he's like, nah. And then I turn my head and I'm like looking at the plate.
Yeah, the cheese plate.
And it hits me like if Roxy just took a fucking cat shit right there.
That's how it hit you. It wasn't that offensive.
No. I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
And my senses.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Talk about your throat chakra as soon as I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm just fucking with you. All right. So it was just too like overwhelming, and it was basic stuff on there. It was good. I actually had a piece.
I did too. I didn't like it.
It
left a really bad taste in my mouth. It's bad.
So now I'm reeling from like that, and then the Chinese food comes in. I'm going, oh fuck yeah, right? Because he said you guys want egg rolls, and I'm like, oh, you can't fucking egg roll up if you're in a China. Yeah, I want egg rolls, and hot mustard and shit. So I get exactly what I want, and what I taste is something so unfamiliar. It tasted like a chemical shitstorm mixed with heavy peanut. I was getting this peanut, but it was not a good one in the sauce of the General Tso. And I looked back down, and I heard Gordon Ramsay going, they're not cleaning their fucking kitchen. They gave up on the whole fucking thing.
Oh my God.
Right? When was the last time you walked in there? And them just going, right? Like, just, and you're going, so when you're upstate in New York or in the upper areas, right? Like there's towns, it's not like here, the 5 boroughs, it goes pretty much suburbs and stuff. So there's areas where the only place in town to go is here. So that's the Chinese place everyone calls. And then they're pumping out food like that. But it was different than just that. It made you sick.
Oh, I got sick immediately. Immediately I got sick. But that and I even took a stomach pill before we left.
I had to take one when I came home. I know.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
And I'm like, when did I never eat the rice in the dish? So, all right, my point is highly accelerated ability.
Awareness
yeah,
to total. It's definitely
touch,
awareness.
Taste, smell, off the charts where you're like, whoa.
But anyway, it was a lovely day. It was a lovely night.
I had the greatest time.
We got home late. I mean, we got home at 9. Like
it was just that.
Yeah, it
that
was
stuck
just
out.
just a lovely day. And but I really thought that we were getting sick because my throat hurt when I woke up, and I was like, oh my God, Frank, we got MMS, but I needed coffee in the morning. So I was like, we'll do it in the afternoon. And then
well, we put it together.
We did, because I have been
by the way,
I have
delighted by light. This is the answer. This is the secret right here. just
oh, thank you for saying that.
So go ahead.
What?
You were just saying something.
Oh, so I really thought we were getting sick. So I was like, we have to MMS because we were around people. We're never around that many people at one time. We have to MMS, but it was this thing happening to my
We're
throat
literally
chakra.
upgrading.
Totally upgrading. But I think that's what it thank you. But I think that's what it is. We're living our truth.
There we go.
We're living our truth.
It's open and flowing.
Yeah, it's flowing now, because I think that Frank and I were actually talking about this earlier this week also. I have been tested in very personal ways and by a few different people. And from the way I see it, I think I'm passing, because I always think I'm failing upward. Like I'm failing, but it's a good fail. But I really think I am passing. And this all happened prior to my throat chakra opening. I mean, my neck looked twice as big. Look at my neck. My neck looked twice as big yesterday morning. It looked like someone punched me in the throat.
It looked, when I was looking at it, and you'd go, no, you got to touch it. I'm like, I see it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the strangest
thing. So
it's
one of those things, just like I was saying.
I think that's why we look so good, because we just I think we went through an upgrade, and I think we handled it.
And you're not seeing us completely look like shit, by the way.
Yeah,
we have our days. No, I'm just.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
living.
We each took a nap today.
In your truth.
Yeah,
being
but we're
legitimately happy.
Yeah, I mean, you do the best you can.
Well, this is what we got. So we came to this awareness a while ago. And we talked about it on the show. You're not going nowhere, so this is what you got. Then what are we gonna do?
Love it. Make it yours until it's not yours. Look, now we've been doing. How long have we been? We've been doing this. This is a year. This or 2 years? How many years have we been doing on YouTube? Have we been doing this?
I think we're in our second year.
Okay, this is like a second year, right? And then with TFR, how many years was that?
It's like 2 years, I think.
2 years. So we've been doing this about
2 years.
4 years, or anyway. So it's been about 4 years we've been talking. So if you go back, not that anyone's going to go back, but if you go back,
they've been here the whole time. They'll remember if you just say it.
Oh yeah,
yourself.
Everyone in the room here. Okay, so everybody in the room knows about the mama cat, right? This cat that we've been feeding for the last 4 years.
Look, she's up there.
She actually comes in at night every night now.
And now we can pet her.
This is the cat.
Like crazy.
That Frank and I, this is the cat that had all the babies, all the cats that we have now and their babies. And it took us 4 years to try to get her neutered. This is the cat that got hit by the car a couple of years ago. And then she was with another man who was also named Frank, who lived a couple of streets down. And she made it back to us. She lived in our house under the bed for 6 months. Mm-hmm. She came out to eat and to use the litter box, and she never had an accident. But we could never touch her. And then while we had her, then after she convalesced, then we got her neutered. So everyone who's been here, who knows us, who's in the Fearless family, who's heard us talk about her, she is finally succumb. She is on her way to being an inside cat. Look, she can't even she
like
has
she's
a hard
showing off
time
for
walking.
y'all.
She's showing off now.
She knows we're talking about it.
Yeah, and we have been working towards this for 4 years. So we have been consistent. All
We
I
get
can say,
headbutts and rubs
and
I'm laying on my back pancake making.
you're right.
Like,
She really doesn't understand human contact yet, so she's still a little awkward about it. But
it's the funniest awkward.
we
I've
got
ever
her
seen.
in the door. I mean, just getting her in the door when it was snowing was like
Please come
hurting
in.
cats. Basically, it's like, please, you're gonna die out
Like
here.
everything is changing,
Everything is,
and now it.
but we've been consistent the whole time. You just have to be consistent. And you have to be aware of what's going on around you and say, this feels good. Okay.
Your awareness of
This
that,
doesn't,
of what's
I don't like
working
this.
and what's not working.
Yeah.
And
oh, I got my letter.
what makes it good for you, your
Yeah.
animal, and how you can help. I mean,
Mm.
we started them on the Paul Stamets mushrooms because we're taking them.
Yeah. Well, just 2 of them, Roxy and Oscar.
Okay.
The others get MMS when they're not well, and they get and she's been getting CBD oil.
Oh, CBD oil. Yo, so
what happened when we gave it to her the other night? She didn't shake.
I know.
She's got bad hips because of the accident.
When the car hit her, it was pretty rough.
It's all tissued. It's all it's not. Her bones didn't break. She's just got damaged.
She
got hit hard,
dented.
but she's alive. So, and you know what? Now she's resting on a comfy blanket
And
in
she
the
hangs
house.
out.
I'm
She
so happy.
jumped through the window.
I know.
So
I
CBD oil, and for me, CBD oil for you, a better life thought process of what's important, what is actually important, what's not important, what is baggage and what's not baggage. What am I holding that's baggage in my world that she doesn't know about, that I don't even know about, that needs to go? That process for me, I'm sure it's very similar for her. Mine's more visual because I go through the ayahuasca, DMT, mushrooms, the meditation. I have a visual on it. A lot of people will live their life the way they try to catch the wave and ride it and just be fucking happy. They don't have time for the other stuff, right? So when you remove yourself from that, the upgrades just start slamming you just as hard as it hits me. I'm just getting a visual on it. And one thing about our upgrades, it's pretty interesting how the universe works. Whoever's doing this, shout outs to you guys. They never make us go through it at the same time. It's always like,
oh yeah, this
hits me, then hits you. Then
because someone has to be responsible.
Somebody has to be up and responsible. And the fact that we're aware of that, when it happens, it's like go time.
Mm-hmm.
We each have our routine that helps us run the house without the other during that time, without even a complaint. All right, you might complain because there will be cat poo and there will be throw up and cats that are wet jumping in and out of the fucking window all night, but that's your responsibility. That's not somebody where I would go and yell, Paula, get up, your fucking cats are jumping. No, I don't do that.
Not. No.
It's just,
no,
it was a rough one last night.
We all have to take a shift. Yeah.
Roxy let one out right here. We had to bring her. She has a personal one that she goes to the bathroom in.
A pee pad in a pan. Because she can't do the.
She can't. She refuses to do it.
Well, it's the cancer. Just stop picking on her.
Stop talking for her. Anyway, so she let it out, and then I thought
he was going to throw up.
Was
so I was
this
like,
close?
I got this.
I was hanging over the basket in there, and in here caught me off guard. So terrifying.
So I got it. And then he was like, I'm sorry. I was like, it's good. It's
the only thing that makes me live well is that after that she runs through here like
she's the happiest girl in the world.
Like she's skipping through life in an Adam Sandler movie.
When they take a good shit. I don't know.
No, well, I love that part because that's the only time she gets that. So
I know. And
the
she goes
upgrades
outside
are there.
Yeah.
Right. If you're whatever it is you're shedding and letting go of, that's just the way it is.
But I think they're upgrading as well.
That's what I mean.
They're chilling with us. They're already up there. Yeah. So if they're letting you chill with them, if they want to be around you, it's because you're vibing up where they already are.
So a lot of our animals, our pets,
oh my God,
our family are
all here.
not only just attuned to us, but no, check this out. They have to,
Yeah.
it would be ridiculously ignorant to say they weren't upgrading, even though they're there. They're also helping you and me.
Yeah,
So they're pulling
definitely.
shit out
They're
of us.
taking the hit, yeah.
So, you know, just like Squeak,
yeah, they're taking the
literally.
hit for you.
So they have to recalibrate
Sure.
as well, because they're taking on your 3D-ness, even though they're there trying to just live.
I think that's why the two that usually aren't around are staying very close to the house. Chopper's very close. He's always in the bushes outside. You can kind of, like, during the day you see him. He used
looks
to
like a
just
little
disappear
werewolf.
for hours, like he had a job. Like he just went to a
Yeah.
job, and then he'd come late at night to eat, and then he'd come in the morning, and then you wouldn't see him again. So, and Teddy too. They're hanging out closer to the house.
Okay, so the awareness is keeping us in a higher vibration, and it keeps you clean. You obviously see what it did to us.
Oh yeah, our bedroom looks
And
like a normal bedroom now.
This has been
doesn't
going
look like
on.
4 people living there.
Crazy though, in the last couple of months, where it was rearranging and moving and cleaning again, and then get out, get in, get this one medicine, get this one, just on it, like. And then we caught we're doing it, we're doing it.
Because now it's like
blip, do it again.
Yeah, now
and
it's like a dance.
Oh, geez.
You know, like it's like a dance now.
I was screaming
it's
yesterday.
Just very strange.
We're fucking better than this. I'm like, these are stupid problems to have. Like, I couldn't get my mind around the issues we were having here.
She threw up, remember? Oh, she pooped. And he goes, these are something else happened. Oh, they were coming in wet from the rain. So we had towels everywhere so that we could dry them off. And there's one notorious, she does not want to be touched with a towel. And it's like, look, you can't stay, and do not even think about it. And what does she do? She jumps right on the bed.
Yeah.
So that's no. I mean, we don't have any rules basically, but you cannot be wet.
No fucking up the furniture. No peeing on pooping on the furniture.
Yeah, and that's basically just be mindful. That's it.
And then
just like everybody else, you know, like just behave.
That's expecting a lot from an animal. However,
they all listen.
If you
So he goes, I can't understand. And I go, yeah, isn't it terrible?
They stay the consummate children,
our
because
biggest problem right now is wet cat.
Yeah, but it was happening. There's weird don't downgrade what happened yesterday. You're out of your fucking mind. Did you see what we did yesterday?
Yes.
We didn't just do the bedroom.
No, we did.
We did everything inside of everything, plus out here, and then had to do the bedroom more, and then.
Dude, I got my summer winter clothes done. It's
I
November.
4 times yesterday.
I understand this. We have
this
to
place
change
is not even
cleaner.
800 fucking feet. Roomba would be like constantly on smoke break, Roombaing this house.
We packed Roomba because we didn't want to kill her. We basically, Lexi and Sam. So you were. Oh, look, she. Oh, did she? No, she went to eat. Okay, we're just checking. We'll know in a few seconds.
Sorry, we're a little behind in the comments. We're just
we're just being stupid. So Lexi and Sam, when you were here, it was 4 years ago, maybe longer. I think we've been doing this longer. It feels anyway. So you were here. All the furniture was in a different place, but this place was still packed with shit. Yes, it looks cute. It's, you know, people love being here. Blah blah blah. But
they would be like, "Whoa, what did you guys do?"
You would be so proud and amazed of us about what we have been able to accomplish in this small area, because we moved everything and it makes more sense now. But even when you were here, there was a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, there was just shit in boxes and stuff. And
no, but like everything was neat, but we just had a lot of stuff. We had less cats. Remember, we only had
we had way less cats.
We had Squeak still.
Mm-hmm.
We had Squeak and Buddy and Sherman and Mama, but we didn't have I don't think all the other ones were here yet. Yeah, who knew? Well,
you know what's great is we're able, specifically for the show and people that we know that were here, to judge how far you've come and the work and progress you've put into your own shit. Right? So since they've been here, Lex, since you and I went head to head with the fucking giant spider thing, right? This fucking place has changed 100%,
100%,
100 times.
Yeah, like it just morphs into something different.
So when you
but your artwork is still on the wall. I mean, it's right there. It's
no,
coming
the
with
whole
us
thing is
everywhere we go.
integrated with
Yeah,
everyone
it's
else
beautiful.
and their energies and everything. But look, judge thyself. Judge you by looking in at you. And where's your meter? All right, I'm going to get into some stuff tonight. So when you're supercharging and coming online, like Nathan was just saying, right? And we're activating and evolving. What is that?
I'm listening.
Well, what was that little thing that you did?
I'm open. Go ahead. We're activating and evolving. Go ahead. I'm ready. Hit me.
I would love to.
No, I'm ready.
Get me the cake.
No, go ahead. Hit me.
No. So during this process of upgrading, since we've been talking about upgrading, which is since the beginning, all right, your work and your progress within you, inside of you, in your heart, what you know you can do. This is what I was hold on. This is the fucking conversation I was trying to have with my mother. So, but she sees it from, God damn it. All right. So she sees it from a vibrational mismatch. How are you going to do what you plan on doing and the condition of the two of you? And we're like, we're doing it now.
Right.
We're doing it right now. Nothing's changed.
Now.
We're just going to grow
harder.
it into a new space.
Right. It's
not a mile long, not into a farm, not into, hold on. I got to make up this point because this is crazy.
No, you're right.
Right? Like just a little bit more.
Right.
For us. And I don't see it.
You know,
but that's good. This is what she said. That's good. I don't see it though. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but that's good that you have a dream and shit. It's like a dream and a wish, and take a Coke and get the fuck out of here, like Richard Pryor said, right?
But my aunt didn't think I could do half the things I did either until I did. Like she didn't believe I was buying my house until I showed it to her.
All right, so on this rationale, so you're saying disabled people. Hold on. I want to just, because I know I'm going to take it out into left field a little bit. People with a disability, because she means the both of us.
She doesn't understand.
Right? Hold on. People with a disability are better off with an area or an acreage of land with a dream to build up a little bit of something so we're all safe and secure and can just live our lives happy with our family. Right? That is, all right. Don't say that. Oh, come on, man. Okay. A disabled person, people with disabilities can't physically move into function and do that. Okay. Better one. Sorry. I'm getting a download as we're speaking. They're like the best blunt roller in the world. The best. He doesn't have arms up to here. He has a nub and a nub. He rolls better blunts than everyone. Wait, what? Why would you know that? Because I'm a blunt rolling guy. That's why. Wait, one of the best shooters. I watched the girl do this again the other day. In archery. Girl, yeah. Shoots with her feet.
Her feet. She's amazing.
I've watched a woman with no arms swaddle a baby better than I've ever seen anyone swaddle a baby. Clean them head to toe. Just fucking feet. I watched a lady use her feet and had a fucking paintbrush and was writing in script so much better than me and you and probably all of you, that it was freaking me the fuck out, the grace and the beauty behind it. So when I see, we don't see each other like that, right? Like, oh, but because we don't, I think that energy is what.
No, I think
because I see you do more than 20 people sometimes.
Right, but if you notice, I always pace myself and I always have a plan on what's coming next.
I'm
you
the
know,
same way.
And that's what I have to do now. I can't do the things I did before. I physically can't do them. So we have a plan. And, I think I think a lot of people, your mom in particular, doesn't
I think
understand.
Diane's just the example.
I think she is an example, but
That's
I think
all.
she doesn't understand that, when you
In
have
general,
when you have to do things a different way, you need to do it by using a plan,
Okay.
like having a plan.
Example. Paul and I walk around this neighborhood. Tell me if you do this. I have pretty much a bad back and I got my own set of problems. And Paula has her sets of problems. We see houses that have staircases and we're like, no stairs.
No.
A couple of little stairs, boop, 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 and in, okay.
Right. Because
no fucking stairs.
We can, I have a very hard time going up the stairs now.
We like to have snacks and shit and this and that. I can't imagine Paula having to run up 2 or 3 flights, having a laundry downstairs, then me running up. My knees are shot.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
So knowing that, the plan is
try to find a house with few steps,
like just
or
these simple
something that
things
can be modified, because we can do it now. What if, and I've talked about this before in the past, I'm blessed now. What if I need a walker? What if I'm in a wheelchair? I do have a medical condition, and I'm not going to be one of these people that are going to be held hostage in their homes.
the lady upstairs.
Yeah, the one thing that she never wanted to happen happened, and she fell and she hurt herself, and she was not able to live in her apartment anymore because it was a 2-flight walk. It was 2 flights to walk up.
And they're not easy flights. It's like a flight up,
like I'm scared,
inside step,
like Frank makes
all
fun
the
of me,
way
but
up.
like I'll walk. I have no problem walking. Like we'll walk. We'll take our walks. He lets me take a break when I need to. But the flights going up are very steep. And like the mail is up there. And I ask him to get the mail. And he's like, oh, I gotta get the mail again. And it's like, well, unless you want me to fall coming down. Sometimes I have to go up there to get packages,
This is the point.
But
your awareness.
Right.
Of
we're trying to be aware of what we need, not now, but what we're going to need in 10 years and 20 years and 30 years from now. What are we going to need then? And having a plan to build towards what we need for then.
I think the thing that scares people now, I'm thinking you're talking about this. We're talking about it, and it's in the consciousness.
Yeah.
I think what scares people is people that stick to the fucking plan. That's the problem. It doesn't matter that you have a disability and I have a problem with my neck and I'm disabled with that.
An injury, a permanent injury.
It's like this is life until the med beds show up,
Right.
or I physically transform out of this problem.
Right. But until then, this is what we got. This is a 3D life,
But
right?
now you're sticking to the plan. Now, the plan is not just this. This was an example of the plan. Now you start digging into fucking details. I can only share my examples. The show is basically examples and parables of shit that goes on.
Right.
But you empty out. You re-cleaned. We readjusted.
Yeah.
We washed down.
We took inventory. We know where everything is in this house.
There's nothing that's really surprising us.
Like that mystery. There's not enough room. There's no surprises now. And Frank made a very good point, and he's gonna get to it now.
And that is
that when we're ready to go, it's just
when we're ready to go, it's just gonna be like blip, 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 blip. But now, and we're gonna pack everything in and go. And it's gonna just go. I'm looking at it going, well, I know where everything is. I know it.
See, it's not so scary now. The idea
is
not so scary.
Living even so. I don't want to talk about minimalist living because I hate tiny homes. I love tiny homes, but I would never live in one. If you see me, if you met me and hung out with me for about 2 hours, you would be like, yo, this motherfucker is
the shed
not
for the cat food
homes.
Would be bigger than the tiny home.
Yeah, like I need space. I want to be the guy that comes through the house on the Segway in my underwear, like with 3 cats chasing me and shit.
Okay.
Listen, with the dog, like, what the fuck? I need space. I've always not had the space.
Right.
It's time to have some space. We need to breathe. But along with that comes a better living, but also other things that are coming along with that. Anyway, so we dig out the closet, right? We make the upgrade. We reload the closet. Everything's better. Hold on. We're in the midst of something going on here. Your throat was just doing the exact same thing the day before. I told you the other night, I laid in bed. I thought I was having a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, you told me.
I got up. I came out here. I was like, oh, man, I think I'm all right. I'm like sweating. And then I feel it like a hand reaching into my fucking chest and squeezing. And then I'm like, enough of that shit. Because I had an issue in here once where I saw the being do it to me. And they were like, you don't have a heart problem. They want you to think you have one. So, right? And I felt it like that. And I said, stop it, enough. Boom. Everything just stopped.
Right.
I went, it got so quiet out here. Mm-hmm. And I stopped sweating. And I really? Just like that? Mm-hmm. And they were like, yep, just like that. So I'm like, okay. So I went through my upgrade.
You did.
Okay.
You did. This was happening.
Recognition of this shit and then pulling it out.
But you recognizing it.
Each individual has to recognize it.
I said, this is happening. Frank, we're cleaning and this is happening. So touch my throat. It was like, it was hysterical.
Let's take it back another day. Okay. The day before that, do you remember that we were going through stuff in the morning? And because things are blending now, but you were going through some stuff, and I said, I completely remember now. And I was like, yo, this is the test right now.
No.
And then you were like, you were moving around through the house doing your thing. And then I was like, it's the test. You were describing things and it was going off in front of me. And I was just sitting there watching you.
You saw it.
And I went, holy shit, this is what it looks like.
Happening live.
With her taking it in front of me. I'm not, my test is to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to, just like with ayahuasca.
You can coach.
When she was going through that birthing experience thing that she went through.
You can be there.
I was going to attack the guys that were there. And Aya said to me, as the shaman and as Frank and Paula, you're allowed to be here. But in no way can you interfere at all. So they saw me and they were like, he can't interfere. And I was like, shame on all of you and fuck you, you fuck. And they were like, whatever. They didn't even care. They were like, shut up. And I was like, damn. I said, karma to these guys. And then I was like, oh, they're get karma. That'll definitely, like, you could yell karma to you. You don't have to call them all fucking dicks all day. She goes, that's just Frank doing, like, that's your anger. She goes, but you could yell karma at them with the intent. It's coming.
It's coming because it's all coming.
Because it's all changing. Now your awareness to this.
So now why wouldn't your time come?
Right. So why not you? So you cleared out everything.
Yeah, we cleared out everything.
You cleared out everything again.
I did.
Because we've been clearing out the whole time. And now.
I did. I feel like I shed a skin.
Same thing with the new abilities. And you're like, wait, what? It's the same shit.
No.
And it's like, no, it's not.
It's not the same shit.
Look at it from here.
Because it's my shit. It's our shit. That's our fucking street cat.
Yeah, as you start to level up in this with the awareness.
This is what's going on. This is what's up.
You'll take the responsibility and the action.
Love what you have.
Without being a dick about it.
Love what you have.
Right? You'll even tell someone like, hey, what's wrong with you? Don't you fucking see what you're doing? Don't you see that that's not good? I yelled at a kid for littering one day.
Yeah, you scared that kid though.
Because he fucking.
I know, but you were a little rough.
He stuffed the thing in his mouth.
I know.
And then crumpled it, took the other
He did
piece.
say he was sorry though.
Yeah, after the fact. And then threw it on the grass. Like. It was like a fucking the snowballs or the chocolate. So I just went, hey, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go back over there and fucking pick that up. What does this look like? I knew he lived next door. I knew who that kid was. And I snapped instantly.
I get it.
But the kid ran back, picked it up, apologized. I went, whatever, get the fuck out of here, right? Every old man does that one time or another. Get out of here, kid, you bother me.
No, I totally get it.
The kid did the right thing. Have I ever talked like that again? No, there's no fucking need to.
No.
So I'm not going to walk around holding the anger, even though masks blow up on our
I
front
know,
porch all
I
fucking
know.
day.
Frank brought in a newspaper.
I said, I got you a newspaper. It just blew right into it. People throw their
But it
pizza
doesn't go in
boxes,
recycling.
their
Yeah.
McDonald's, their literal garbage right here on the
corner, yeah, on the angle.
well, it's a long block with
Mhm.
just a gate and some shit. So they come out of the train, or people park over here and just toss shit out of their car. I had those young kids do that out of their car.
I remember that.
And I
And you
fucking
freaked
lost
out.
my shit that my cousin, they're all way younger than me. He called me, said, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And he doesn't get involved. It's none of your fucking. I said, they fucking took their
Your
garbage.
friends left their garbage
These fucking
here.
kids,
Yeah.
literally in front of me, took the garbage after saying goodbye to me, opened their door, and were just like, "Fuck that!" Rah, I just tossed it into the street, and I fucking lost my shit.
Not cool.
And then my cousin, he was young. He's like 17. He's like, "That's terrible. They did that, because if they would have did it here, I would have did the same thing." He's like, "That's disgusting." I'm like, well, how are they ever gonna get in check if someone doesn't check them?
Say something.
Not that I want to go around checking people. It's
You
just
don't
that
behave that way.
when the moment revealed itself, it's almost like it came through from the higher guy.
Mhm.
I mean, we're here for Gaia, Mother Earth. Little acts of kindness is what holds the darkness back, not any one person. There's no Gandalf out there holding back all the darkness. We're all Gandalf. We're all in the Shire. One act of kindness. Hey, how you feeling? Oh, you look good today. Oh, hey, you guys, what's your secret?
Yeah.
That's what's keeping it back.
Scroll.
Sorry, I haven't looked,
Mm.
so it's gonna jump.
Okay.
I don't want to really miss out on. Let's see. Would you like the control?
No, I just wanted to.
So you just interrupted me.
I'm
So
sorry.
you can have me do that, and then you didn't want it.
No, I don't want the control. You can have control. I just wanted to look. My throat chakra's open.
Yeah, that's
Test
not your
it.
throat chakra.
Mm. It's my dick.
No, I wasn't
Okay.
thinking it was my dick. I was gonna say that's them working through you to shut me up, but
Oh, okay.
but okay. Yeah, no, my fucking dick is fine. I'll take that answer. Top 5 answers on the board. Ding, number 2, my dick. Yay!
You can't do that when I'm inhaling.
Listen, we have a very open relationship.
No doubt.
Yes, it's her dragon, Michael. That's because she doesn't speak.
I'm trying to hear her, and I say good morning every morning, and I talk to her during the day, but I am trying desperately to hear her. So, Michael, if you can find a way to help me do that, that would be great, because I'm trying. I'm really trying.
This is what happens when your throat chakra opens. You fucking never used it properly, so you just start using it. It's like getting a fucking laser pistol, and it has a setting to stun.
I think for
right?
me, it's my no
And
meter.
And then you fucking just walk around shooting everyone in the room on the lowest setting, going, "Look what I got, a stun gun." And it's like, dude, time and place, right? Time and place. So, interesting. So as we move through all this stuff, your awareness of your throat chakra, the awareness of the test taking place, and understanding that, how did we both, because there was a point where we both got involved.
Oh yeah, totally.
Right. It was almost like your individual thing was happening, and then I got tagged in like a tag team match with you.
And then I got tagged out, and then it happened on your side.
Well,
and
we
then
were
I got tagged out.
doing
Like
this
it's
weird
like a
flow
dance,
thing.
and that's okay. That's okay. You know,
I had one day that was so good.
And the funny thing is, there's no right or wrong way to pass this test, because I could be a dick or not, and I still pass.
I was funny. I said The creator
That's-
wants us to create.
that's
This
the
is
funny
frivolous
part.
shit we're doing. I
Right.
could be doing my music, filming a music video. No, we can't do the video. You know why? Because it's been raining for a fucking week. That's just nonstop shit. Oh, wait. Look, Frank goes outside. The sun came out. I go, Paula, I don't know. The other day when we were supposed to get massive flooding, I went outside
Yeah, you
and I was
yes,
screaming,
and it worked.
not today, universe. You don't get to do it here. Elementals, work with me. Blah, blah, blah. I was going on and on. This fucking storm was building. They were like battening down the hatches, and the fucking sun came through the fucking clouds, was shining right on me.
Right on the house.
And I was like, yeah, it was the whole spot. And then I was going, oh, and then I hung out until it kind of started going back behind it.
Back.
And then I came in and started yelling in here. And then I was like, I don't know if we're gonna. They keep saying this was me exactly. I don't know, but they keep saying we're divinely protected. So if that's the case, then nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
And I have to stick with that for today,
Right.
because if this goes down again,
Right.
it just won't work for me. Like, that meant y'all fucking with me on a level that if this doesn't work today, with my full belief system and structure behind it,
Right, then it's all
because I'm
bullshit.
shifting into full,
Right.
I'm leaving the
Right.
negative
Right.
at this statement. So you now know what I mean when I say these things. Frank's being a lot nicer and more polite and so grateful all the time. But honestly, my upgrades were really hard as well.
They have been
But
hard.
the
You've been
fucking
challenged too.
The benefit, though, is out of control.
Of course it is.
I-
Yes, it is. It's one step closer. One step closer to your goal.
I've been
One
able
step
to
closer.
do things with my voice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I test
Mm-hmm.
from the day I started singing in the shower to now.
Right.
My playlist is at like 180 songs.
That's awesome.
When I first started this, I didn't know any of those songs by heart. I couldn't do them, and I definitely couldn't do them. I blast out. I don't even sound like me sometimes. I sound like my higher self coming through, which is fucking weird. And it's also happening with my mental with the hip hop. And the way I base that is there's a lot of situations where we just talk and then rhymes just start coming out of me that are, even if they're silly sounding.
They come out of me too. It's got to be the company. It's got to be.
It does
It's
that
gotta be.
because
It's gotta
people
be.
that I wasn't a rapper, and then all my friends were doing it, and I was like, I can't freestyle, I can't do any of this, da 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 da. And then one day,
You
it-
learned.
no, it was
Right.
just there.
Right. You couldn't nail you couldn't put a nail on the wall. Remember?
Yes.
There was one day you didn't know how to do that.
I
There was one day I didn't know how to cook an egg. You know. That day was a long time ago, but you know it's the same thing.
So I judge myself without judging myself.
Exactly.
I'm not judging myself.
I
no
know what
more.
you're saying.
When
know
I
what you're
judge
saying.
myself
You're
a few
critiquing
times, yeah,
yourself. You're like, I could do
critiquing.
better. I could do this differently.
But it's
Yeah.
also seeing the
Mhm.
process.
Yeah.
So all right, as you do the shadow work, you is revealed more to you. Right.
Yes.
So as you are more revealed to yourself, you
Yes.
seem to
Hey,
get
Joe.
and tend to get
Mhm.
in line with the things you are supposed to be doing, should be doing,
Want to be doing.
want to be doing. And then other things are frivolous.
shit.
And then there's moments, because it's a now moment. Like when it's bill day, I always know to look on here. I know the 18th, I got to pay my Visa, right? Because if I pay it on the 18th, the money always goes in by the 21st. Like it's always there. Everything's fine.
Mhm.
So that's never a hassle. Even if the money's off, I'll know because it's all listed, and I'll look and I'll be like, and Paul will be like, listen, man, it's this on this way. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to get into like money isn't, it's energy, your abundance. We need it. I get it. But however, if you've been working with us even a little bit over the last couple of years, we've been talking about crypto. If you would have dropped $100 in, $100 in, then you would have had thousands and thousands of dollars now. Okay. So you would be able to do a little something for you to help you because you could cash in and out. And, you see the world going over to Bitcoin if you just hold on to it. So you're in a better position if you've chosen to be, right? The things you choose to do for you that put you in a position where you're now going to be responsible and take control, make a choice, and then stick to the plan. It's very important.
Right.
So
And
you
the
get
plan
more.
can
All right.
adapt and
Yes,
adapt and morph and change a little bit, but
It
but
always morphs.
you have to
plan
have some
always
idea what's going on next week,
And
next month, next year.
there's always a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, an exit strategy, a fucking this or that or the other thing. But are you not important enough to do this?
Frank and I were going for a walk the other night. This is the plan. So Frank and I were going for a walk the other night, and we were walking by a building that I think they're getting ready to sell. It had been condemned. And there were people barbecuing in front of there. And I was like, I don't think we should walk down there. And Frank was like, no, let's just go. We did it. And we both had the egg weights. So Frank and I simultaneously, we didn't realize this until the first one said it, we're planning, in the event of attack, this is what happens. You do this, 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 and this, and I can do this, 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 and this. So by the time we walked through, we had like 9 people on the floor dead, just with the plan in our heads, and it made Frank feel a little more confident about going for a walk when the sun is already down.
No, it's funny. Look, a little preparation.
That's just a little preparation.
Here's some key funny shit for Halloween, right? So in the movie Army of Darkness, Ash from the Evil Dead goes back in time and he has his science books in the back of the trunk of the car that got pulled through time. So he's they think he's like the savior because he fell from the sky, and they're like humble farmers, and then the king and the people and the zombie hordes coming.
Right.
So he goes, hey man, stick to the plan. Let me just show you some stuff. So he stands with everyone. He goes, all right, there's only 3 things you got to know, right? And then he goes, yeah, with the stick, and he shows them how to do the move. He goes, now if you stick to the plan, right? So then he looks over at them, and they're a mess. So then the zombies attack, right? And then the horde is hitting them. And the farmer guys come out, and they literally 300 these fucks.
Really? Just by doing that move.
And boom, everyone's down. They're like, okay, run. Like, just stick to the fucking plan. You know what you got to do. Like a wrestler knows, or a jiu-jitsu guy knows, if you grab here, you can move like this. It's a flowing plan. Your energy flows. We're flowing energy from source. We're flowing in here into the hologram through our consciousness, creating a hard structure, which is known as us. Okay, we're pretty fucking intense. We can do all this crazy stuff. So your shadow work and the hard work we always talk about and all that crazy shit, nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to be part of it. To get the upgrades and to go through it, it's like, well, they're upgrading. Am I upgrading? I don't know, but this happened to me. And this, we're all doing it. But your awareness of doing it and then getting into it, so it leads you like some kind of spider sense into the proper flowing energy, which is the real you. It's like allowing you to open to more you without having any distractions, drama, AI tentacles, or some kind of other thing getting involved. Like, you're just open like a flower, absorbing the sunlight, which is basically your consciousness blowing right into you. So then you can kind of just go about your shit. And that's what I was saying the other day. I want to create, like, I was in there bent over and my pants kept falling down, plumber's crack. I'm like, I developed in the last 2 years plumber's crack. So I can't help it. I have to tie my fucking pants, and I almost have to pull them to my hip. And when I bend over, and then I did that, and then I was all that shit, and I freaked the fuck out, and I stood up, and I'm like, oh, you just want us to create? What the fuck is this? You tell me. I want to make fucking music, and you want me in here fucking plumber's crack and cleaning this shit.
Because
again,
it's no fun to do 3D shit, but we have to clean our home.
Yeah, but look how good it looks.
I know, it looks great now.
So then the creator's like, you did pretty good job in it, homie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You did create. You don't even know what you're talking about. And
And-
then as that's going off, your upgrades are going with
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Life imitating art, art imitating
Right.
life, as above, so below. It's happening, bro. You guys are like Rubik's Cubes. You're putting yourselves back together.
Right. And then it gets awesome.
And everything
you know?
around you has to do that. Like your house, like we did the bathroom. So it has to represent you at some point, or you're going to resent it. So what are you going to do? Just resent it? You're not going anywhere.
That's how I felt about that.
So what are you
wrap
going to
over the
do?
toilet.
And I was like, I could go where I want. They're like, okay, go ahead, begin. I'm like, yeah, we're not going anywhere right now. They're like, right. Okay,
Had
so
a good time.
you want to go in there and take a shit and have a good time? You like going in there? So and I'm like, yeah, well, we're in there showering and shaving and it's clean. I mean, I just don't like this white crusty fucking thing. And then all of a sudden, all these ideas came forth through Paula and myself. And we love being like, it looks great now.
That's awesome.
We love it because we know we did it.
Yep.
And we're happy. You happy?
Together. Yeah, I'm very happy. Every time I go in there, I'm happy. We have twinkle lights in there now because we have no plug for a night light. So we have little twinkle lights.
Who has
in there.
twinkle
Looks
lights in the
beautiful.
bathroom, man? We do.
It's
I love
awesome.
it. Hold on. We got new music,
Yeah.
right? We got
Yeah.
new.
Ellen, thank you for the recipe for the apple cake. It's wonderful. I made it again for Frank's dad. It was awesome.
It was
Nick, it's going to be so
definitely a
good
hit.
by the time you come because the recipe's getting better and better.
El General Ellen. So we have upgraded. Like, things are on fucking dollies. We're smart enough to have plastic on what we need to. We have things covered. We got,
Right.
let's say, everything that was out of control. The
Right.
tent,
Is
the
in,
cats.
yeah,
everything got
everyone's
out of control.
Everyone's taken care of. Everything's good.
We dialed it in.
We've decided this year no Christmas gifts. We're not doing that this year. We're just celebrating being here in our home. This may be the last Christmas here, and we're gonna
Well, I'm
make it
gonna
the
get you a little something.
well, I'm gonna get you a little something too, but we're gonna make it the best one, and we're just gonna do yes, Nicholas, you definitely are getting apple cake, and the recipe's getting better and better. We're gonna make it a good holiday season. We're not worried about shit.
Well, we're gonna talk about the fine. See, we're trying to. I don't even think we're trying to. It's naturally occurring. I'm witnessing this shit. My awareness of what's happening to the way we talk about. We talk about the things that are happening around us. We're not ignoring by any means any of the negative stuff that's in this
of
world.
course,
But
look at bills.
look at what we're doing. Like we are on a. So if I give you credence, all of a sudden you have energy here, where you have no power here. And we watched the lady talk tonight, and she said, "I don't need you to give me a freedom. I'm a free person.
Yeah, the lady on YouTube.
I'm a
she's
free
amazing.
being. I don't get my anything from you. I don't have to be thankful for you, and I don't have to fucking listen to what you're saying. I'm free. You don't give me my freedom for something. I'm already free, and you're fucking bugging." So with that being said, if I give you credibility of any kind, it gives you energy. We remove the energy. It destroys them immediately. You have no food. So they get no food. Sleepy Joe falls apart. All his plans fall apart unless you're directly protesting something or involved politically with something. Shut that shit off and just put that energy into you. You can watch a little bit of shit. Like we watched The Five, and it was a total accident. It came on after one of my favorite guys. They came on and were blasting. They want to give people $450,000 if they were separated at the border. And then we're like, I go, Paul, you're worth about $2,000 a month. I'm about $1,700 a month. So fuck out of here, right? You cross the border, coyote with the children, family. See how they distort? They separated people because the bad guys were rolling deep with the children. So they had to separate everyone. So they're like, well, because Trump did. Here we go again. So just hearing them talk about it, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, wow, people separated it. This is so. Anyway, it came on and they were destroying this guy about it. And I'm like, it's happening. I mean, they're literally being like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? The people are literally like, whoa, what the so it's not my job to do it no more. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. All the shit I said is true. Everything I've ever said to anyone live on video is fucking truth. If you've been here and done ayahuasca around me or just know me as a fucking human being, I've never lied to any of you. Okay? Everyone projects at me or sees me for what it is. Right? That's just how it is. Not the problem. However, you take their power away by getting out of it. No Coke, no Pepsi, just water, no fluoride, clean shower, clean house. I'm busy. I'm too fucking busy to worry about what you're doing. Well, mandate. No, the answer is no. If everyone said no, we're going to get to this, what's happening here, because we're at the point where people are literally, you could see this Halloween as either the purge weekend because of what's about to happen tomorrow.
Oh, with everyone striking.
The entire 5 boroughs is walking out.
We have to be very vigilant about our garbage now.
So this is what I'm saying. Well, they came, it took them.
No, they did come.
I was outside with them. I saw them.
Yeah, but it took them a day. So we have to be very vigilant about our garbage, how we pack it up, just in case they don't.
So we have a little bit of an inside track.
So we have a plan.
So, and we have to have a plan because we're in a fucking place with multiple people. Right? No lies. We're at the point where shit I talked about 10 years ago as a conspiracy theorist that people called us, and then I did an album called Conspiracy Theory about all the conspiracies. Everything I say in the song, go back and listen to Rise of the Chemicals from Heist Click. Just type Rise of the Chemicals in, or Heist Click Rise of the Chemicals, and listen to the fucking track. You'll hear me just spout off a whole bunch of shit. Then every single line is happened. You'll be like, it's almost like we time traveled. Now, I knew personally 100 people that made music at that time that were saying the exact same fucking thing. And we all met and we thought we were the only ones. And then we met each other. And then that movement fell apart, but it didn't change us. We went on to become something more, someone more. I have to take the responsibility for me. I don't need to take your fucking responsibility. That's your job. That's why you don't get in by hanging out with me. You'll be like, bro, I go home at night. Fuck this guy. I ain't drinking that ayahuasca, or I'm not doing that. It's like, you don't have to. You'll do your own fucking thing. Maybe go exercise, go fucking meditate in the fucking park upside down. I don't know. Go swim in a fucking saltwater bath. Do whatever you got to do. Just do something for you. Whatever makes you happy. And it's like, if you keep diverting that here, take this. If you keep diverting that thought, what makes you happy, and you can't define who you are at least a little bit, even though you know you're changing constantly. I don't know who totally I am because every day I'm changing. Yeah, we know that.
What would make you happy?
But what makes you happy?
What is it? What is that thing?
You can start with the most ridiculous shit. I love comic books. I love fucking man. I'm almost 50. I'm 47, right? Going on 48. I love action figures. I love it. Okay. And then you move on. It's great. Makes me happy. That's one thing. It's like, well, what else? I love Paula. I love my cats. I love being in the situation I'm in. Oh, I love the fact that this morning I was like, I fucking hate this place, when everything and everyone around me knows that I don't. And it sounded like a collective, you done? Yeah, I'm done. And I didn't do it again.
Coffee's ready.
And then I just drank coffee and I was fine. By the way, I haven't been sleeping very well, even though I've been sleeping a lot. I've just been laying there. It's like something's blasting me in the face just to find out that we've been getting
hit.
We've been getting hit with solar everything. Wait. It's Halloween. Ritual month. I'm going to put air quotes on this shit because they're never not doing rituals. But naturally, now through November 11th there's ritual days that are just dark as fuck, but tomorrow's not really one of them. It's like today, tonight, it was a few days ago. I forgot the next date, and then it's like the 11th is the last push for them. But that's to confuse you. The darkness wants to trick you, so it makes you think it's in control. So they do cast spells, they eat children, they all go fuck each other and do stupid shit, right? They go run around in the forest with stupid things. They fucking sacrifice all kinds of things for some power that if you just worked on you, you wouldn't need shit. You wouldn't be into power because you'd be power. And if real power understands that it's got to keep itself in check,
Right.
because things are beautiful. And I'm beautiful and you're beautiful. Well, they don't think we're beautiful. They think we're fucking lunch. So they do all this fucking crazy shit to confuse and divide. Period. Right. You can break it down any way you want. You're going to confuse and divide. There's always going to be one. And you're going to be like, bro, but it's not your job to figure it out. Unless you're the guy that's like, bye, George, I figured it out. Other than that, don't rack your fucking brain on it. Try to pull yourself out of it. So, okay, here we go with the comment mouth again. I was in the box that time under Aya, and they showed me I was in a box, and I realized I was in a box, and the box with the inside was red. So I was like, what a pretty red in the box, right? And then the top of the box opened, and you and me, and there was a few other people. They were like, yo, we're up here. Close the box. So I'm like, hey, what? And then I'm like, what's going on? And I see you, and you're like right there. And then I look back, and I'm like, pretty red color again. It was like shifting. And then I look back, and now you're on an angle on a ramp. And I'm like, Paula, how'd you get over right? Now I'm realizing something's going on. And then I turn, and this thing comes out, and it's like a puzzle, but it was like a light puzzle. So I was like, oh, I can solve this. So according to them, years and lifetimes passed just my figuring out that puzzle. When I looked again, the hallway was massively long, and you were all the way at the other end. Then I blinked and rubbed my eyes, and the hallway was gone, and I couldn't find you. Then the top of the box opened again. They were like, yo, we're right here. Top of the box closed. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, the box is turning blue. Oh, this is interesting. Once again, where is your focus? So then I figured it out. I said, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I want out. And the box fell open, and everyone was there. Me, you. And they were like, they keep presenting you problems and issues and shit, and you keep diving into it and getting involved. And this is what's taking up your time. Meanwhile, you just want to be with Paula. Go fucking be with Paula. Let go of all this fucking shit, because it's all okay. You solved the puzzle. Now what? Another puzzle. Here you go. There you go. You never got anything done. It's like you never accomplished anything. You're too busy
trying to solve those puzzles. Just let it go. Just let it go.
I am really got no problems with nobody. Yeah. Just don't do no shit to me, and don't hurt nobody. Basic stuff, man. I don't want to say 10 commandment type shit, but
be kind.
Be kind. Don't hurt anyone. Don't take from anyone their shit. Just be cool. And you'll find that more people will be more giving. You wouldn't need to take anything because everyone would start giving. And this whole thing that the whole world is blind to the fact that they could push fucking vaccines throughout the whole world this quickly and still not feed one person or put someone in a house, or this multi-trillion-dollar deal that'll cost you nothing that's already costing people everything. Like it don't cost nothing. No, it's destroying literally everything. You want Hunger Games? Here you go. Okay, the dollar is not worth anything. It's going to pieces, but you can't not have the cash with the gold or the silver or the Bitcoin, the food, the water. They're taking 450. I got to watch how I say this. And they want to give it to families, air quotes again. And that's our money. That's my money. That's your money. Well, at what point do I give you my money anymore? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to go to this. This is the problem. It's one of the many problems. So awareness of the issue and the key issues allows you to navigate a little bit, at least. There's a walkout happening on Monday, pretty much with the city, right? So the city, according to what the people in the street or the consensus is, it's about 32% walk off immediately. So what is 32%? 32% was like 3,200 firefighters from the 5 boroughs.
Wow.
Not showing up to work ever again unless you fix this. I'm out. We're just walking away. Go fuck yourself. Happens. Okay, so it happens Monday. So we're getting, listen to this. It's like a fucking movie. Solar flares. It's like Night of the Comet. You're getting comets, asteroids that fly by, comets that fly by, energy coming out of the sun. This shit all occurring, a full moon that just passed, all these fucking upgrades, vaccinations and mandates being pushed on people dying. You're hearing stories of DNA changing, right? Like, what? This sounds like your fucking basic horror movie.
It does.
Premise.
But you have to navigate
right
through that.
Okay, yeah. The monster from Stranger Things, which pretty much looks like everything in the last 10 years that's been a monster, perhaps longer, except for your basic, the alien, which is its own species. So, but they all look like a tentacled parasite. That's what they're finding in the vaccine. It looks exactly like it. This isn't Facebook statistics and statuses. It's coming from the other 50%. Right. So they're like, yo, and you're like, oh, I'm on my third one. So yelling at someone isn't going to work anymore. And we're starved for knowledge and in information, like you're swamped with it. You don't even know where to look because they hit you with the distractions inside of that. Anyone that watches Doom Patrol, the guy Cliff, the robot, he got hit with he was just online. Boom, the ad popped up. The guy's like, yo, dude, don't fucking press that. Don't. It'll spam the whole thing. They're going to want your credit card, this and that. And he's got the multiple screens now. And it pops up. He looks around. Nobody looks. Boom, he hits it. Next thing, he's fucking gambling. He's doing this. He's going absolutely out of his fucking mind. Fully distracted. Didn't get anything he needed to do done. I mean, it's kind of simple shit that when you say it like that. But they're gonna, if you're into, let's say, pornography, they're gonna give it to you. If you're into a shopping experience, they're gonna give that to you. If you're into devious shit, they're gonna, it's open to you. And same going the other way, except there's this really weird thing happening. It's actually happening to me right now as I'm talking. I feel like a convergence with myself. Like all the timelines going right into one, boom, with all the possibilities in one, not happening over there or whatever, with nothing bad happening to me, where I could be in the now moment and be futuristic and also from the past. Jeez, it is happening. I create this, not what you think I create, because I'm involved with it. So I'm evolving with it. It's magic because I'm fucking magic. No trick, no treat, no mask. Just me. So you have this horror novel playing out, which they're writing the fucking narrative. So it's like they got something for everyone, all kinds of distractions. And then they slip everything in. They tell you any way they want to. They could fucking do silly things to you and be like, well, we told them. Right? There's that show, The Inside Job
on
on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's the craziest cartoon I've ever seen, crazier than Rick and Morty, or just as crazy. More crazy, I think, at times. It's a little out there. So I kind of watch it just for shock value. Some of it's pretty funny. But
a lot of it's funny.
It's obvious,
A lot of
though.
it's
Yeah,
funny.
when they fucking
They're
lose their
giving you
shit.
the truth.
They-
So there's no denying.
I'm on episode 9. They have not stopped telling the truth
Since
the
the
whole
first
fucking
episode.
time. And the way it's presented in a cartoon, they're literally there's a whole episode on the reptilians, a whole episode on the moon, on clones, on this, on that. You're just like, it's mind-blowing, fucking mind-blowing about the being in the 1% that runs the planet, the guy that's on the head corporate, and that's his team, the evil genius.
He was getting promoted.
And then what they do to him? They fired him, and they brought in the guy that just looks really good, and he goes, I don't even know what I'm doing here, right? They're like, well, what do you do? And they're all staring at him, and then one girl's like, I'm in love right now, and the mushroom's like, I think I'm in love, suck on my tentacle, right? They make it funny, but he goes, no, I have. So they're like, you're perfectly sculpted, that's why you're here. He goes, oh, I make everyone smile because I'm good looking. And they're like, yes. So he starts
distraction.
Yes. That's why he's there. They're all being played. They're in the show. They're the controllers. But they're
everything. Yeah.
But they're under control of something else. And then to even funnier, you work your way out of the animation, and you literally are being controlled by the animator who animated you. Holy deep fucking fry in your brain. So there it is. They give it to you and go, well, the show had 100 million views, which we put it in the top 10. We show people, oh, it's the new hot thing. Well, we all know that if you put the fucking dislike button back, we'd be fucking up a lot of these movies. We'd be going back to the old way, which is way better. So I didn't have to have these shit movies pushed on me. But no, you put it there in the top 10. So I took a look at it, and me as the creator knows what's going on. And I'm like, totally. They're letting you know they're going for broke. That's like the enemy telling you what they're doing, how they're doing it, what they're going to do to you, and what they had planned for you on every timeline, and what their plan is on top of that plan. And if you try to win, how they fucking just press the button and go for it. Like, they're just telling it because they're going for it in real life. They're just like, here you go.
It's happening right now.
No. So now you got my apologies. Let's go back to the, because the vaccine mandates Monday, 30% to 32%.
Oh, walking off.
They're not even going to, they're out. That's what the statistics say. My brother said to me like this, think 30% of every sanitation garage or more in some areas. So some have nobody showing up to work.
Wow.
And others have one person there.
We have to be vigilant.
He said his garage. So check this shit out. Shout outs to my man Petro from Heist Click, the Heist. From day one, he was there. He works with my brother. They've been working sanitation after quitting Heist Click this whole time. They've been working in the same garage. They had their ups and downs like everyone else. Now that everyone has kids and families and whatever. Now, in some directions, kind of a divorcee situation. And Petro turns around and goes, they finally get the route together. Bro, we got 4 years left and we could retire. This being year one of that 4 ending. Like, come on, we're doing this. We got the route. We could do this for 10 years if we wanted and keep it. And then the mandate came down and he goes, you can fucking take this job and go fuck yourself. Not taking it. Fuck you. Walks off the job. Nothing happened to him. He's now with every other. They were like, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of sanitation workers. When you talk about a 30% cut,
can't do that.
They have squads throughout the 5 boroughs. So you'll miss 30%. Immediately you'll miss that. But wait, there's more. Worst one, firefighters across the board.
Police too.
Well, firefighters, I say that's the worst because they're nobody hates the firefighters. Nobody gives them shit. We all love them. Police.
I don't have
That's
a problem with
just
the police.
our neighborhood
when
doesn't.
I call, I expect an answer.
Morris Park didn't take the hit, the 4-9.
I
but
know.
all the surrounding areas did.
I know.
And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, you don't know if they're going to walk off, even though you're like, well, statistically, this is, and then this area is not. And then what if they just, my brother wants to stand with them, but needs his job. Even though he made his own personal choice. He said, just my garage, he was the only one. But every other garage, literally, he was like, every single one.
Wow.
Is either not showing up or you're getting a minimum of 30%. And then now you have key drops in the background. What about the higher ups that are like, I'm not doing it. I'm with the men. And just leave. And they just leave the desk. Nothing gets done. There's no one to replace these people.
Not good.
Now I'm not smiling, even though I'm telling this story to you guys about what's going on around here. But we knew this was going to happen. All right. So every time I talk to someone of the lower frequency, they're never on point, but they're always, at least if they're good in their life, on point for themselves, but they don't see it from here at all. So people say shit like, well, I made my choice. I got the vax, but you're not fucking touching my kid. And I'm like, yo, it's happening. I've seen multiple people with my own 2 eyes say it just like that. Nope, not with them. So I've heard things like FDA approved get thrown around a lot. I'm a retired federal inspector, guys. There's been not one FDA approval of anything that you can get in any doctor's office for anything that has to relate with any of this stuff with the virus. You can challenge me and I will show you 10 ways that you're wrong. It's literally not there. You look, we went through this the other night, me and you, remember? I was like, yo, look, it's another company with the same name, with the co, and they put it all shifted over to that. And they're like, no, FDA approved one of our drugs. So when they go FDA approved, whatever. So if you're talking about a company like Pfizer will just say, we're FDA approved. No, you're not. You had an FDA approval on something in the lifetime of your company. And that allows you to say that. The fuck out of here. I'm not restricted by the law anymore of my job and my position. Don't be fucking ignorant. They can't see it. You show them the printout, they won't look at it. They won't believe you because it's you telling them. So that just shows you it's their choice to make. Now, at the same time, if you're a fucking train wreck going right off the rail right in front of me, if I put my arm out and I go, yo, homie,
don't do it.
Stop. It's because I fucking care about everyone. I just can't reach out to everyone, but I got someone right here. If I choose to do that and I put my 2 cents in, it's because I fucking care enough to put my 2 cents in because I have knowledge and information. And other people will say, well, that's what you say. And I'll say, right. There's no untruth. I've never lied to anyone about anything, especially none of this stuff. I can't lie to you about the ayahuasca stuff. She would tell you, well, you're under here. So everybody that's ever been under,
oh yeah,
you'll know that I'm fucking full of shit. But you know what? There's like, all of you have this thing where any moment where you've tried to come at me is Frank and AI. Is he an NPC? Is he a fucking black magician? All of you got shut down pretty fast, right? Because it's really me. There's no hang up here.
No.
All right. So what happens and what are other city workers? Let's talk about this because you would know better than me. What's another city worker other than fire, sanitation, and police?
Oh, the court officers.
Okay, court officers.
And the corrections people.
Corrections.
Those are city workers too.
Oh, so there's another.
Are they? Are they? They're not state, right?
I don't know how New York State's handling this, but you could be sure if the police union is connected to anyone in any of the other states, this is happening on Monday as well in their state. Any police union connected to the New York City Police Union will be doing the same shit.
Oh, nurses. She said, yeah, the nurses union.
Thank you so much. See, it's just overwhelming. Lexi, I love you. So it's overwhelming distractions of there's just so much shit.
Ridiculous.
We're not made to deal with.
Why are you even fucking with these people? These people are our lifeline. Why would you do that? You know, do you have such little regard for everyone that you would do that to these people? You know, these people have gotten us through this pandemic, this time, and now you're gonna force them to make decisions that they don't want to make. I mean, it's just not fair. You know, it's not fair, and it's not nice at all to do that. Not fair. You know, and your brother's going to pay the price because he's going to be one of the people that stay. So he's going to have to make up the slack, pull some, you know, I mean, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Okay,
you know.
Hold on. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So this is how he explains it. He goes, so now the guys that choose to stay because they're vaccinated or they want their job, they're like, fuck these guys that aren't vaccinated and are walking off the job because I'm going to now make more money. But now it's a 24-hour pressure, but they don't care because they're just like, fuck these other people. You don't want to do it. I did it. Mm-hmm. They're at that stage, right?
Right.
So this is going to collapse because they go,
oh yeah,
so
Lexi's saying to collapse the economy.
You are lucky you got a fucking job. So like he's on vacation. They called him into work and he's like, any reason for this? I'm still on vacation. Like, you signed up to fucking pick up fucking garbage for your fucking career. You're fucking coming in tomorrow. You're picking up the fucking garbage. That's your fucking answer. Be lucky you got a fucking job. And it's like, oh, whoa, hold on. This is how they talk. You have no clue. When I worked in Hunts Point, if they didn't tell you what the fuck is this guy, well, fuck it. They didn't like you. So it would fly. People would come from out of state and they would cry. They'd be like, I can't be here because it was so filthy. So you're dealing with this in there, even with the good guys. And my brother's like, I got to work 12-hour shifts indefinitely. No days off.
It's rough.
Nothing. I did the right thing. And this is how they're talking to me. Because I did it from my job. See how they're pigeonholing you. They're fucking you. You should be thankful you have a job. You'll have nothing and you'll like it. You'll suck the fucking dick all day. The bear eats you every fucking morning. It's like, no, homie, I think we're looking at this all wrong. I'm the commodity. You're selling my blood, sweat, and tears. If we all stuck together, you can go fuck yourself. We'll see how you lose $1 billion a day. See when they walk right out of the plants and they all stick together. It's over in 5 minutes. They go, okay, crush the mandate, send them all back to work. You're teetering this close with that in a city that's ready to explode.
Scrolls on mouse up. It's social workers, postal workers, animal. My God, that
This is what I'm saying. And then you have the trucker shortage. I don't know why I did that.
it's all right. It's all
Right.
right.
So, but the truckers are ready. It's not them, right? It's the prefab. So we'll close down the ports and everyone's getting paid to shut the fuck up and do nobody's talking about it. We control the media. We control the narrative. Like, you have to be able to see through this nonsense. They're trying to fucking ruin your Christmas. They're trying to do all these terrible things. And then you're finally getting mad when fucking Fauci, which by the way stands for fake energy, puts dogs' heads in cages with sand fleas and cuts out their vocal cords. Oh, now you're mad. Not that they're raping children and they got children in containers, but it's the animals. But what did we know about the animals? What did we remember? You said it the other night when we were talking about this, when the animals start getting protected.
Oh, when they start changing the laws to protect animals, then you know we're on the right path. So if this is what it took to motivate people,
Whatever the motivation is, get fucking motivated.
If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes.
It's an interesting experience what's going on here. I don't suggest ever doing it again, so we're not coming back to do this. However, they're not going to take anything more from me because this is going on. We're going to have to live through this shit. And we've been talking about how to do it for years, and just try to be correct with yourself, right with yourself internally, so you can see this stuff coming and then standing up and saying no. I mean, we've done tons of shows about just saying no. It's like, well, just say no. And then I watched my mother pull her money out of the bank.
Oh, it was badass.
She was like, I'm not going to.
That was badass.
Sign me out. They were like, well, you have to do all the stuff. She went and did it and was like, here you go, sign me out. Give me my fucking money, bro. And they were like, okay, here you go. It's like, yeah, fuck off. You don't tell me. You work for me. I don't work for you. This is a problem that people have, right? You mistaken kindness for a weakness. Go do your fucking job. And anyone that's making frivolous laws, I looked over frivolous laws. You just type in what? Let me see a list of frivolous laws. Okay, you start reading them. So there's a whole bunch that has to do with the sex a man and woman can and cannot have in different states. Everyone that assigned anything into that, bring them out right now and either lock them up, throw their shit away, fuck their pension. Like, just ridiculous stuff. Like, this is how you root the problem out. You start to see it for what it is, right? Parents are seeing the communism going on in the schools being taught. They started rolling up, and all of a sudden they were like, oh, domestic terrorists. Oh, you're going to make moms domestic terrorists and pull them away from their kids and dads because they stood up at the school, which is actually their right. It's literally their right. So constitutional shit just getting stomped all over the place, to the point where my mother even made a mention of it. Like, it's your constitutional right. And by the way, you're breaking every HIPAA law there is by talking about somebody's vaccination.
Medical information.
Yeah, that's your medical information. You're not supposed to talk about that. It's like going to Sunday dinner and talking about things you're not supposed to talk about. You're not supposed to talk about politics and religion, right? You stay away from those topics. You're usually safe unless you're a Jet fan.
Well, I'm a woman and I don't want anyone telling me to do with my body. So that applies to the shot, to the vaccine too. I don't want you telling me what I have to put in my body, and I don't want you demanding that I do it. It's not a disease. We're not fighting a disease. It's a virus, and if you get it and you get sick, and you'll get over it, but it's not a disease. And this virus, like my nephew took it. I might never be a great aunt, but he wanted to finish college, so he took it.
Sometimes, freedom is like taken. Like, it's my natural right. So it's my God-given right.
I think people don't even realize they're giving parts of their freedom away. when
They
do
actually
things
think
like that.
socialism in some way or another is good. I don't even understand that shit. You go live in one of those places.
I just don't want to be told what to do with my body. I don't want to be told what to do, period. I live a good, clean life, and I want to be left alone. And that's how I
love
feel.
you.
And it's so naive and so vague, but that's how I feel. I live a quiet life. Just leave me alone.
Hey, you just want to do your thing, whatever that is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The upstairs neighbor tried to bully me over text. This was one of my tests, and she asked me a question, and I gave her an answer, but it wasn't the answer she wanted. And then she threatened me, and I did not engage. And I told her, by the way, Frank took all of your recycling and all of your garbage that you hid behind the pails, and he threw it away. You're going to threaten me? I'm going to be 50 years old. Like, why do people feel like they
No,
can
it was
fuck with me?
it was a ratting. Like I'll
No,
have
I
to
wanted
do this,
tell
and it's
her,
like
did you just
can.
move to the Bronx? Because Bronx people don't rat. Like,
We're not
what the
part
fuck
of
is
what you're
wrong with
talking
you?
about, but literally the first rule you broke
Yeah,
will
no
get you
fucking-
fucked up in this
don't
part of the
tell.
world. So you should
didn't
just
see
shut the fuck up.
anything. I tell Frank all the time, you didn't see anything.
I was like, yo, what do you? Whatever.
She rolled up on me, and I was like, why are people doing this to me? And Frank
it's
said,
been a little dead.
yeah, and Frank said to me, he said, people mistake your kindness for weakness all the time, and they think you're weak. And I said, but I don't want to have to change who I am because of other people. I want to continue being the same person I am. And you know what? I put an end to it. I did not engage. I didn't engage. Why do people?
We're not part of the answer
Yeah,
that you're
that's
requiring
not-
to
that's
this.
not-
However,
that's
I
not-
did have to throw out your garbage
Right.
again.
So,
For the 300th
you do
time.
what you got to do, and I'll do what I got to do, and we'll see who comes out, because I already know how it's going to play out, because I'm getting the fuck out of here. You'll still be here, but I just don't understand why all of these people are coming out. It's like all of these tests, they're so, it's like that puzzle that you were talking about. I'm just not engaging in any of it. I'm not playing. You're not.
As the light shines in people,
you're not
it
gonna
pushes
get me.
bullshit to the surface, right? So it comes out.
Your mother had said it. Your mother was like, oh, wait till she turns on you. I said, she already did. I just don't engage. Like, your mother thinks I have no clue. It's like it already happened. You just don't know about it because I didn't let it come to fruition. I got you show me your cards. I saw your cards for free. Okay. I didn't have to put a chip down. I saw your cards for free. That's all I need to know. Now I don't engage. It's done. You don't need to know. You don't need the list of offenses, and we don't need to discuss the list of offenses. It's done. Now it's just pleasantries. And I was shocked. I've been living here for so long, and we take care of everything when it comes to this house. And I was just shocked. And Frank was like, just don't engage. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to engage, because she's going to see me, and I'm going to be just as pleasant as I always am. And then my sister sent me a picture of her raccoon that she feeds on her balcony, and then I let it go. And I baked an apple
That
cake.
raccoon is fat too.
I know.
So I think Kev was asking me, hey, what is this about shadow work? All right, shadow work is the internal work we all need to do on ourselves to get us into the next round. I just call it hard work. We do the hard work because it's hard. You wouldn't be doing it, whatever. Other people call it shadow work because it's a cool name. Shadow work. It's clearing out your dark side. And this is what's pushing this stuff up. You try to hide something internally that's a pressure valve inside of you, and it will surface. You'll say it accidentally. You'll move into position somehow. You'll find yourself confronted by it. This is what's happening. It's like you can't keep it, right? Like I've been actually, as a shaman, let down quite a few times this week with many people. and their attitudes towards things in this world that are just awesome. But I can't use any one for an example, but I had one today go on again. And I'm like, the future, the thought of moving into a position of greatness and beauty for yourself and things you love and whatever, on and on and on and on. And then I got this. Yeah, that's nice. No, I don't know. So I'm like, what do you mean? There's none of that? No.
Nothing on the list I like.
No,
Nothing
I
that
don't
you
know
said.
myself.
Yeah.
I don't know what I like. I don't know what I want. I don't know why I act like this. I don't know why I said that. I said that because of this. Well, did you think about this, this, and this before you said it? No, not really.
No.
Why? Because you were thinking about yourself and not
only
at the
yourself.
beauty of the fucking situation at hand. Nope. Echo, cricket. Okay, we got to be out of here. That's it. That's how I have to. Like, we have to want more as human beings, as people. You crave it. It's what everyone says. More. We're all one. You do that by your act of kindness and
There's
pushing
just
it forward.
an easier way to do all
Your
of
personal
this.
shadow work, though. Yo, y'all should just eat fucking mushrooms, face your fucking darkness, and just be like, look, you're out. I love you. Here's a hug. You know, I do shadow work all the time.
Leave me alone.
Self-reflection.
Worry about you.
Yeah, you do your own shit. Why do you hate something so much? Start with that. Oh, I hate it for all the. Okay, don't tell me.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
want to hear it.
we used to
You
do
go
that when we would go for a walk, and I would, in the beginning, I would begrudgingly go, and I would get so annoyed at him because if I said no, it was going to be a problem. Blah blah blah. Now we go, and you know, if he's not in a good mood, I'll say, okay, what are we doing today? Are we picking the houses we love? Or are we picking the houses we hate?
No, when we first started walking, I hated everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then we started walking again, and I started seeing things. I just saw it differently. It literally.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I really love that porch. I love that design.
Oh, let's
I
go
hate
with this.
that
Yeah.
fence.
So then now we go and we look and we say which houses would withstand a zombie apocalypse, and it slides right in because we were watching the movie on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Yo, that movie was really good.
It was good. Army of
Army of
Thieves,
Thieves.
which is the prequel to Army of the Dead, which I didn't really care for, but I loved the prequel, and I'm sure I'm gonna like the sequel.
Yeah, which is Planet of the Dead.
When
and
is
that comes out probably next year or something. I don't know. I don't know how. I was shocked by this. I was hit with like the 1-2. But when you see that they made like $6 billion at Netflix or some shit, they can afford to make good movies or go fuck yourself. They're another one, right? Like everyone is pushing everyone to the limit of crazy, right? Cancel Dave Chappelle, but Cuties is okay. This is why they took the dislike button away.
No, the rating.
The rating.
They have
thing.
the like and the dislike.
Oh, they
button.
do?
They don't have the rating.
I gotta go in there and start fucking smash rating.
What's her name? The comedian.
Oh, Amy, Miss Piggy Schumer.
Yeah.
Oink oink.
Oh, I like this so much better than the.
Do you?
Yeah, because I can put my foot down.
Oh, look at you, chilling. Yeah, I don't need to make fun of Amy Schumer, but
What
she's
do we
just
want
so
to have? Do we want ice cream? What do we want?
Probably gonna have a little sherbet, but I still haven't eaten. So.
Oh, I made the pasta. I made spaghetti.
I know. I tasted it, and it's all over me.
You know what? My stomach blew up too because we haven't eaten pasta, and I made it because I didn't defrost anything, and I was being lazy because I was cleaning.
Your energy and the way you look at everything now is gonna.
It's so strange now.
It's going to be the way you move through everything. You have to be prepared mentally to move through into position that when they talk about, well, it's changing. What I'm seeing is my awareness is so high. I close my eyes. I keep them open. I can still tell there's shit going on.
I'm actually excited for tomorrow. I used to love Halloween, but my aunt died on November 1st, and her anniversary is coming up, and so now it's been a rough couple of Halloweens, but tomorrow we're having friends come over. Rich and Laura come over, and we're having a scary movie afternoon. And we're making pizza here, but we have to run to the supermarket tomorrow. But I think we're also going to try Rice Krispie treats. We didn't do it last week because we got hit with 10,000 other things. But I'm actually looking forward to Halloween. you know, and that's a good thing. Like it'll just
Well,
be a chill Halloween.
I don't. Yeah, it'll be a fun
I
day.
used to love Halloween, but now
I don't want to fucking. I don't want one person ringing my
We
doorbell.
don't get
I've
any-
become
we don't get any-
statistically the
this-
jerk off on
this-
the block. That's like, get the
Yeah,
fuck
but
out of here. There's no candy.
this block doesn't get any trick or treaters. We don't get
Just
any
kidding.
of
I don't
them.
do any of that. I just don't want people ringing my bell nonstop. I don't want them in the yard touching stuff.
We have to fix it. It's not ringing.
Good. I don't want to hear nobody's shit. I already got my own shit to deal with. I'm just
All
kidding.
right.
So,
All right.
there's a very easy way to look at this weekend, even though, see, once again, an example. Paul is like, we ain't got time for that shit. We used to love Halloween, dressing up, whatever, but we're going to have friends over and everything. But people looking at this right now with the walk off and their lives and everything, it's the movie The Purge.
Oh, it is.
Who's coming to help you if you fall down a fucking flight of steps?
Right. That's why
And you
I'm
call 911 and they say the wait time is 38 minutes.
right.
And
But
you go,
this
what?
but I'm not making that my reality.
No, I know.
My
They
reality
are.
is that I can save myself.
So-
because my reality is you come onto my fucking property, motherfucker, and I'll kill you. Like you tried to harm me or mine and I will kill you. You try to hurt me and I will do everything I can to defend myself in any manner necessary. That's how I feel. And if we're vigilant about that, then our reality is different. I'm not
Right. Well, this is what I was.
I'm
when I
not
keep
bringing
doing
that other
this
timeline in.
before about all my shit
Yeah.
lining up. Right. So there's only for me, I've already made the choice. Now I'm just living through why I made that choice. But you stick to the plan when you make the choice. And I chose a long time ago. I'm not putting nothing in my body that I don't want them touching me with that shit. I've already done enough, blah, blah, blah. I got my set of standards and I go. And now we're here. And it's happening, standing strong in it. The two timelines. We're having friends over tomorrow. We're going to make Rice Krispie treats. We're going to do what we can with what
Right.
we got. Like we're going to just rock and roll.
right.
And then there's, oh my God,
Right.
the world for
Is
them,
ending,
they
yeah.
got to go to work tomorrow. They start the 12 shift tomorrow. So they're not waiting till Monday to get the
Right,
workers
right.
early on the shift.
Right.
So he's fucked and out of vacation and on a 12-hour shift indefinitely starting tomorrow. So they're in horror show mode.
Mhm. Yeah.
So this is my point. There's two paths
Right.
here.
Right. And I'm sorry for that. And I feel terrible for that. But unfortunately, that's not my reality.
No, I know. But the two paths,
And I sympathize. Yeah.
that's right. I have compassion.
I have
and
compassion for
I
that.
send you
I
love
feel terrible for
and
that.
I'm behind you. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
what
behind you
need from me,
100%, whatever you need.
but you're the guy or girl in it and has to do it if that's your job or whatever you're doing and has to make your choice. We made our choices and we're going to have more choices to make, but we have to stand with what's right, man. That's it. What's right. And none of this is right. So we're not going to hang on it. We've put in preparations best we can. We got our abundance closet. I don't want to turn this into the show where I tell you how to stack your
No, we
closet
did
with
what we had to
food
do.
and
But, you know,
gold
like
and
if I was
silver
still
and
working
Bitcoin.
and I was faced with this, like if they told me by November 1st, you have to be vaccinated, I would have to leave. But I would have an attorney.
I'd have an immediate
And,
lawsuit
you know,
going
all the
against
people
everyone.
that are leaving with me would be covered under a class action suit because there are already people that have done this. My friend Nancy was telling me when we went to dinner a couple of weeks ago, the same thing, that one of her friends was told by a certain date she had to be vaccinated, she couldn't come back for work, and there were like 10 people in the office that already had a class action suit working. I mean, it's terrible, but I would have to do the same thing. I would have to tell them, no, thank you, I have to leave. You know,
Are you firing me? And then I get them to say, yeah, because you're not taking the shot. And then I go, okay, I'll clear
You
out
know,
my shit.
and-
But
and-
everyone here is getting sued.
you know, but I would have time. I would have had a little time to prepare. You know, I mean, I would have known it was coming. I would have known, you know, this is where it's going. As soon as the vaccinations were even mentioned on the news,
We were like,
I looked at
"Oh."
Frank and I said mandatory vaccinations. And, you know, I mean, look, I mean, Australia is like seizing people's bank accounts and
Oh
foreclosing their
my
houses.
God.
I mean, that's
For
terrible.
COVID
you know,
fines for not being vaccinated,
you know,
thousands
I
of dollars a
mean,
day.
you
They're
know,
just
be
taking their
thankful that we have
homes,
more of a choice here. You know, I mean, you know,
seizing the bank accounts. You're not allowed
that
to use money. They were
that's
giving them
absolutely
a
terrible.
like not a chip, but what's that? Like the ICQ code.
Oh, like a
Yeah,
like
you
a
get
SKU
one.
code. Yeah,
You get one, and then you can only buy and sell or do anything for yourself after you take the vaccine, and they have your money.
it's terrible.
And you're like, well, I gain access. They
It's
go
terrible.
through this. This is where you gain your access from. And it's like, so they're just using numbers. They take your actual value.
Yeah,
Like,
but can they? What can they do? Can
they
they
have
sue their
no-
government? Like, can they?
no,
Why not?
because they're not America. This is the thing, right? Like, there are places where there's still slaves, child and sex slaves, and then there's corporate and white collar slavery, job slavery. It's not be lucky you got a fucking job. We got to take that away from them and be like, you're lucky to have us. We're
just don't know
happy to
what they're gonna
work.
do there.
You're the fucking problem, not us. So I'm telling you right now, corporate is the devil itself. That is like the setup on the board for this thing to exist that shouldn't fucking be there. It sucks things dry. It looks down at its own employees and throws them into the fucking fire. And everyone hates working, but you got to do something. We got to change this world from that part. You have to make them see it from a different level. My brother's like, that's how they talk to me on the phone. And that's the guy that's working with me.
But that's terrible.
And I'm like, that's
terrible.
They're going to be humbled and eat their shoes and words, and they're going to be forced if no one showed up. And everyone's like, what the fuck? It's just people yelling, what the fuck? What would you do if you defeated the enemy and drove him before you and threw them to the floor? And the other guys that they're part of their army are standing there on the other side of the lake. They're not going to cross because you're going to fucking kill them too. But they're looking, going, what the fuck? Another day we'll fight. Shut the fuck up and get out of here before we can. I'll be shooting arrows right at you while you're going, I'll just keep shooting them in your fucking face. Fuck out of here. Right? Don't let that bother you. But that's the problem. We have good hearts. We have good hearts. And you want to answer the phone on your day off. You want to find out what's going on. No, I'm not trying to scam the system. While there's people that are like, fuck this whole thing. I'm taking everything. Man, I really needed food stamps when I was on it. And I was in the food stamps office and everyone was doing better than me. There was kids everywhere. Everyone had iPads. I was like, and they got phones? Everyone? Like, I'm broke. You remember how fucking broke I was.
I remember the lady gave you a hard time, and she was like,
said,
you
have to come back with your mother. And I said, she's outside, motherfucker. And she goes, what? I go, my mother's right there. And she goes, bring her in. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? You think I'm lying to you? I'm a federal fucking office. Oh, bro. Like, I wanted to pick the desk up and slam it through the window. I'd be like, yo, in every situation outside of this office, you would literally call me sir, or you can go fuck yourself. And then she would be like, ah! But in this situation, she's like, this motherfucker's got to be lying. I go, oh, they ain't lying? That kid and all his brothers and sisters is 100 times fresher than me. 100. They have chains and iPhones.
Frank, we see it every day, and I'm like,
and they're all standing there going, fuck you. Give me my fucking money. Like, that's how they talk. I'm from the Bronx. I don't have to clean it up for spirituality. I clean it up with my own spirituality, with myself. This is what we live in. We got to fucking come out of this a little bit.
Yeah, it's rough.
How do you humble these motherfuckers? You say no. That's it. Say no. No, I'm not. You're not mandating me. No. And you stick together for once. That's it. That's how you do it. There's your fucking answer. That's it.
Do you want tea?
I do want tea.
Okay.
No, I want tea.
Or
I have food I made last night. I want to finish eating it because I didn't
Okay.
eat anything.
okay.
I'm starving.
All right. Do you want the tea though?
Maybe I should chop it up and make a quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
I'm on this quesadilla kick.
That's okay.
But I don't know if I want that because I also want mustard. I don't want mustard on a quesadilla. Ooh, why not? Ooh.
Frank, you can eat anything.
Yo, we have to get ketchup. Oh, I have. And we have ketchup making shit.
Tomatoes.
A
Yeah.
whole lot of them.
Yeah, I saw the bag from your mother. She's still getting tomatoes.
They're pouring through the
I
fence.
know. I know.
I was like, she was, I don't know what to do. There's hundreds of them.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
I know. But she doesn't want to be any part of it.
We had 20 in a double season thing happen. 20.
Whatever.
All right, look, we all out there got better things to do than lick a fucking boot. All right. Use our mothers and fathers and workers and, human beings that are beautiful creators that are just unlocking and wrapped in. If you're watching this, you're probably like, this dude's fucking weird. Him and his girl with the cats and the whatever. Yeah. Well, we don't give a fuck. It's us. Like, I can't placate to you. I don't do interviews and shit like that, really. Like, I can and I have, but this isn't about that. Like, we're on a road to redemption of awesomeness. You got to turn them away. Yo, dude, Kevin, KG, listen, I don't know if you know or if you do this, but Paula and I do this, but I do this a lot now, like a lot. I don't usually listen to my music as much as I've been listening
we've
to.
been listening to it.
Oh my God.
the
I have a
time.
playlist on the YouTube channel with just the songs on it. And then I'm just playing it
You were singing in the
nonstop.
shower.
I put it on and I was
Yeah.
doing, I was doing it right before the show with this one.
Uh-huh.
And then I was doing KG's lines in the shower when it started. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I bet you didn't know I knew it. Right. And I just went into it and I was like, yo, this is fucking great. I just felt good. But what it did was, and you do this with whatever you want out there in the world, it pulled me out of
You're funk. Yeah.
every piece of every
Yeah.
funk. How could you not, when you're just involved and you're not ignoring the facts from this and you see that it's here and you make your stance and say no,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean you have to retreat. You stand your ground
Mm-hmm.
and just keep going.
Right.
They hate laughter. They hate love. They hate us getting together and having this knowledge. So while we got it like this, and because we got it pretty good, but we're not like the way they would say, well, you got it good, kid. You should go back to work. Shut the fuck up. No, we got it good, but it's going to get great. You know why it's going to get great? Because we're going to innovate. We're going to make it great. We're going to step away from your bullshit. We're going to tip that ship and we're going to let everything rise that needs to rise. Right? I don't want to eat shitty food. I don't care if you're the food. Well, this is what everyone was telling me. Well, if it's the only thing in the neighborhood, that's all we got to eat if we order out. I can cook better than that.
Yep.
I will cook for you. Fuck, get off me, microphone. I'm like, listen, Paula said it. I'm just gonna cook next time. I'll cook.
I said, just tell me and I'll make a roast. Even if he paid me for the groceries that I bought, it would still be a lot cheaper than what he paid on
You
that terrible
fucking
food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like, I'll learn how to do it better than you.
right. Do it myself.
If you give me shitty service, I'm not using your service again. This is why I love Gordon Ramsay, because he doesn't just yell at people. He tells them what the problem is. And then he's like, but I love the way he says it. You're too fucking stupid to say it. So he'll hammer you, but then he's right with you. He's like, no. If someone
Right.
else is shiting on your stuff, he's we're going to teach you how to be the boss. And
Mhm.
he teaches you how to stand up and do it correctly. He shows you from a perspective that's not your own. So you're not trapped in the loop anymore in the cycle, while being gentle with you on that part of the process. I just watched a double episode with him where he helped the guy's actual family. They were beefing And you don't like to see them screaming and yelling.
I saw that. It was horrible. His son was
I'm
crying.
losing
Yeah.
my fucking mind. I go, but watch what happens. And in the second episode, the kid comes out. He's like, you need to stay out of. They get it all straightened out. And the kid's running the whole restaurant. And he's like, oh my God, if I didn't have this ability with this chance. Now I'm watching that going and applying it to my life.
Right.
I'm not going, oh yeah,
It's
go
a
ahead,
higher
let's eat. And
standard.
my standards are
It's a
going up.
higher standard. And that's good. You should expect more for yourself.
You're worth more.
You are worth more. We are worth more.
LA burger joint. How much was the burger?
$38. And I was like, Frank and I could get a small prime rib for $38. And we can have a prime rib dinner.
We can do a lot with $38.
$38 we could get
And
we could for $38 we can have a pot roast and pasta.
How
before
many
that.
Hamburgers do you think we can have
For
on
$38?
buns? Yeah.
Probably 16 hamburgers.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. And they were getting a shitty burger. And I'm going, see, this is what I'm talking about. So if I go out and your quality is less than what I'm expecting, then it's unfortunate if you're the only one in the area, but I'm not going to deal with this. I'll learn. What do we like? Sesame chicken and whatever.
But we can make
we could make it.
Yeah, we can make it. It's not hard.
And I don't have to
just Google a recipe. Like it's not that nothing is a secret anymore. You know, it's cornstarch.
Are
like,
you
it's
worth it?
You know,
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are you worth it? Is my family worth it? Yeah, but it takes time. But that's what I'm spending time with.
Right. We put the music on, and we put the we put the iPad on,
and he's just mother chunking everybody,
yeah, and
we're laughing and cooking and going nuts.
Went to your dad's. I had to make that up. Frank was up at the day we had to go to Frank's dad's. Frank was up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, so he was up from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So he did the morning rush, and then I woke up at 8 o'clock, and I was like, why is it so late? Why didn't anyone wake me up? And then I see Frank out here. I was like, why are you awake? Like he's doing like, you know, and he was like, I couldn't sleep. And I was like, okay, all right. And then I took over and we handed it off, and then Frank went back to bed and he drank an entire pot of coffee.
And then went right to sleep.
And then went right back to bed. And then I baked the apple cake. I had to friggin' slice all those apples. I used the mandolin. I cheated.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian.
And, that cake came out really good. It really did. I tweaked it a little bit. It came out really good.
This is what I'm saying. We got too much preciousness with creativity on just living a basic day. A basic day has Paula creating something.
Yeah, well,
at least 100 creations of some kind.
We had to eat, so I stopped. We had late lunch, and then yesterday, and then when we were finished cleaning, it was like 8 o'clock at night. And Frank was like, "I'm making dinner. What do we have?" And I was like, "We have burgers and we have fries." And he was like, "I'm down." And then
I'll cook it. I was like, I'll cook whatever you fucking want right now. I'll do it. I get all excited. I don't know what that's about.
And he did it in a timely manner. So like his time, like he's sharpening his skills in the kitchen. So like the time is coming down, the cleanup time is coming down. Like
everything's very specific.
Like you're getting more efficient.
I want a grill, not a grill.
Yeah, you do. You
What's
want the
that?
griddle. The
griddle
that goes. Yeah.
That's oh my God, I want that.
Yeah, we're gonna get it.
That's what I want.
We're gonna get it.
I want like a nice size one, so we can just do multiple things at once.
2 burners. Yeah, we're gonna get it.
This is what's up. I'm too invested in the beauties in life, and if you're trying to take that from me, the answer is no. Now, you riling up people. We're all people. On all levels, this sucks for all of us. On some levels, this sucks for all of us. Right? There's like always, it's raining again hard. So when the recognized thing jumps the next notch,
recognize it
and go with it. Open yourself to understanding
it and
this could possibly be true.
Integrate it because it's happening whether you like it or not. Look, this whole throat chakra upgrade and the cleaning and the craziness yesterday, it all happened at the same time, but it was the perfect storm.
And like, a solar no, listen, it's beyond that. It's what the news media is telling you is happening, what's literally happening. Okay, you heard when I walked to the door before earlier and had the cigarette and I was screaming volcanoes. earthquakes,
They're
fire,
all going off
ash,
all over the country.
acid fucking rain,
Yeah, it's happening all
nano
over the
rain,
country.
chemtrails. I went on this rant that lasted like a minute, and then
We went out there the other morning. It was like 8:30. They were chemtrailing. It was like 8:30.
I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's like, okay, starting bright and early.
Wait, it's the coldest winter you're ever gonna have. However, it's the fucking hottest time of the fucking year right now. I'm like, what is going fucking on?
Yeah, Frank's wearing shorts. It's October 30. Now it's the 31st, right? It's after. Oh no,
we're right
the
there.
30th.
It's just they're like, it's just now starting to look like fall's happening.
I know.
So we talked about everything shifting,
pushing down. Yeah.
Currents are headed up to
like
New York
over,
or in New York.
Yeah.
Sharks are right here now. So they're telling me not the coldest winter ever, one of the warmer ones. And they're like, it's not you guys and humans with climate change. It's literally the earth shifting. And that's what's going on. Right. So naturally, everyone's looking and going, oh, okay, yeah, I see that. However, who's steering the fucking boat? It's like, well, you have to steer your own boat.
Right.
Because when the shift occurs, you have to be right with you and your people, which is your family, whoever's in your house, your space. And whoever you're not right with, I don't know, things fall away. It's like vibration shift. We make, like I was talking before, I was watching the cells do this, and then they flip and turn. But we all shift and move into frequency where you're supposed to be. So everyone's like taking their place for the great curtain opening or something.
Yeah, it's like getting into position.
I'm
going to put the kettle on.
No, okay, cool. You want to say goodbye to everyone? Happy Halloween, be safe.
Oh, yeah, happy Halloween and be safe. Watch your cats. And
so you got ritual days coming up. I don't remember which ones. Just be really careful. Keep an eye on yourselves. Keep an eye on your family. Reach out to each other. We don't know. I don't know spiritually what happens next, except I know my answer is no to anything that doesn't resonate with me.
Right.
And it's fucking yes to all the things that do. I want more for everyone, but we're not going to get it by going back to the same well again.
Right.
It's just not going to happen. So
it's a new approach,
a fresh new take. It's all been laid out for you right there in front of us. You choose to believe or not. My name's Frank Castle. This here's my etherical translator, Paula Milo. And this has been Fearless. Remember, the universe rewards bravery. Thank you for spending all of your precious time with us this evening. We love each and every one of you. And for those of you that are about to blast off. May the universe provide. We love you guys. Stay safe. See you next time. Guess what we're doing?
Making tea.
Making tea and eating the biscuits. I like eating the pudding.
We have what do we have? We have something. We have